Good evening, good people. How you doing? Give me 1 second. I just got some email. I thought this was in Copenhagen, but it seems to be remote. Join us for the NG-Rock Developer Roundtable. The roundtable is a time for folks who use NG-Rock to connect, see what new would run. How are you guys doing? How is life? And Dev, good evening. Dev is on YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna keep on hacking. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. Let me just see what these guys are doing. And there, NG-Rock announces JavaScript and Python SDKs for secure connectivity. Engineer. I met these guys in Stockholm a couple of months ago. I was at the Google conference in Stockholm a couple of months ago, and actually, let me try to. And I actually met these guys then. Give me 1 second. Photos.google. I met these guys. I had a little chat with them. Give me 1 second. When was this? This was sometimes like. It's been a while since I watched the stream. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I hear you. Well, good to have you back, man. Good to have you back. What we're gonna do today? Let me just close a bunch of this stuff that I have opened here. Well, we're obviously going to be working on Programmer Network. There's no question about that. Now, let's see what we're going to be focusing on. So, last time I streamed, when was that? Maybe a day or two ago, right? No, it was yesterday, I believe. Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday we had a long stream, right? Let's actually first change the music before we start. So let's play something else. Let's play something more chill. I don't feel like I'm a huge metalhead, as many of you know, but I feel for something a little bit lighter now. Let's start with this little jazzy thing. All right, cool. Well, yeah. So last night we, some of you have been around, so as you may know, I open sourced a bunch of stuff, and one of the things that I spent a long time lately doing was this Yale, my own component library, right? That thing. And yeah, I improved a lot of stuff, and yeah, also open source the TipTap implementation, right? This thing, right? So the thing that we use to write things, right? The rich text editing thing, right? So yeah, today we're gonna basically continue improving things. There are a few things that I want to start the stream with, and that is this is Louis Gui. And then we're gonna go and just clean up some of the things, because last night I pushed a lot of stuff to production, right? So yeah, that has been that. At one point in time, what we could potentially do is turn this common system of Programmer Network into an open source library as well, but we're not going to do that now. TipTap to HTML. Let me just take a look at a few things. Let's see what we're going to be doing. Let me just do this. Yeah, we have, that's still there, right? I also open source that little part as well. Okay, let's and thank you very much for the follow. All right, so reply comments. Let's see, it's been a while since I've taken a look at some of these things. So actually, let me do one, you know what, let's do one thing very quickly. So what I'm actually going to do, so I can just quickly switch back and forth between things like this, right, is I'll just move that over there. Okay, cool. So let's create some plan for today, right, just so we're not very random. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to go to our backlog. I'm gonna go to our backlog. We have a lot of stuff, and I'm actually looking forward to finish with this technical debt we have. Mobile experience, yeah. So that could be one of the good things to kind of go through now, when we kind of, and then we will see as we go. But let's see just quickly. And at one point we also have to, we have this mobile app that I was making using progressive web app, right? So maybe that sort of stuff could also be useful. But okay, let's start somewhere. So one thing that I saw is with this link, at least as part of the, yeah, for some reason I saw when I was testing, because last night we pushed a lot of code, right? Now actually I'm seeing an issue with this little thing here that we actually tried to, give me a second. Yeah, that's a little bit weird. All right, we'll see about that. But for whatever reason, give me one moment here. This should have a relative class somewhere. It does. And then, yeah, the link right now is not doing much, right? So that's problematic. So that's one bug that we have for sure. Yeah, this is working, but the link for some reason isn't, right? So we'll need to take a look at that. And then there was another thing that if I go ahead and let's actually imagine I go to my own YouTube channel, right? And I pick some video. Let's say we pick shit. Let me just copy this link very quickly. So if I copy this and we go back here, basically do this and we share, the style of this got fucked up, right? So let's actually fix that as well. I think, yeah, I think this, yeah, exactly. I think we have to fix this somewhere. So let's see, where is this being rendered? I have a feeling that we kind of remove this from somewhere, right? Yeah, so I can see that also that those classes are missing because now a lot of stuff has changed, right? In the Leo, my friend, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. So yeah, so this kind of got messed up with the because now we don't really serialize or deserialize any of these things, right? So that's a little bit problematic. Let's take a look at that, because I suspect that the issue here is exactly the HTML to TipTap, this new class that or TipTap to HTML. Good, my friend, good. What about yourself? Experience, let me just find the right one. Article, thought content. Yeah, so it's this one over here, right? And then generalized sanitized HTML, right? So this is my class that I wrote, right? I'll just very quickly skim through that. TipTap to HTML. I'm just gonna find that class, and I don't care about the implementation. I just care about the rules, right? So somewhere around here, I should have a YouTube, right? You're doing good as well. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. So yeah, so this is the implementation. Do I have YouTube here? Yeah, I do. And I have a feeling that this is the problem. I believe that at one point for the YouTube thing, we had some other classes, right? Give me 1 second, I need to memorize this. Yeah, tag name class is split, yeah. So I remember that I did this a couple of days ago, right? Okay, wow, that's super strange, okay. So yeah, so the only negative thing now, when I move this to a different library, right, is that, yeah, we don't really have fine gradient control, so we'll probably need to kind of eventually change this a little bit so it's kind of more, under quotes, open source, because I can see here that the class names that I pass here are not really sufficient for this video. And actually, yeah, because this HTML thing now that I built, right, could potentially take the actual class names as an argument, because this is my serializer now, and this defines, you know, which class names each one of these TipTap extensions have, right? So I can see now that what would be really cool is that this actually class takes a class name for a specific extension at the very least. So over here, it would be good that for a given extension, if we could actually pass a class name, for example. So let's see how did I do this. So this is the class. It takes suggestion, toolbar items, and then what do I have beneath? Generalize sanitized HTML. Exactly. This generates the HTML. This is sanitization config, and this sanitization config I could technically extend, so a specific one of these guys also takes a class name. So for example, in our case here, we loop through the dynamic all of the dynamic extensions, right? So we could potentially try allowing a user of this to extend this, because I can see that for YouTube we're missing this aspect ratio Tailwind class, Tailwind aspect ratio, right? And this is mostly used for videos, right? So yeah, when you have a video like this, you would expect the video to be to have this aspect video, right? Shit, if I actually go to my GitHub, right, very quickly, and if I go to some of the commits before yesterday, right, Lord have mercy in our souls. So this 2 weeks ago, for example, right, and then I go to browse files. And then somewhere around here, I should be able to search for, but let's say where that was. So if I go to components and the core, I suppose, and then we go to inputs, I just want to make sure that, and then here we had TipTap, right? And I must have had it somewhere around here. Yeah, there we go, right? So if I search for YouTube here, yeah, as you can see, this was the class for YouTube. Aspect video h full width full py4. So this was the correct class before, right? So I think this basically just went. This was a copy paste gone wrong, right? Because this was supposed to be the class. So what I'm actually going to do for now, Matty, my friend, good evening. So we could do this, but I think if I want this Yale, Louis or Yale to be truly like reused by others, it would be nice if I extend this sanitization config, because this is sanitization config for if you are not following from HTML sanitize, right? I basically built a system around TipTap where, you know, I match the extensions that you enable for TipTap and then sanitization that comes from sanitize HTML, right? In simple words, so people, if they inject malicious HTML or anything like that, it's simply not going to be rendered. It's going to be removed unless it's part of the given attributes or class names, right? So, so you can see here I'm saying allow these class names for all the HTML tags, and then for these specific ones, allow only, etc. Going to the dev conferences this year, I think I'm going to go to nodejs. I haven't actually bought a ticket yet because I have to figure out with whom do I want to go. Either take my family, my kid and my wife. It's just to Paris, and then maybe they can just chill out in town. So I'm probably going to go because I've been before Corona last time I've been here. And it was just awesome. I met Igor Ivan. I met Igor, creator of Angular. I met Ivan Yu, creator of Vue.js. I met a lot of these cool guys. I had a beer with them. So I'm probably gonna go here. I need to speak to my wife and figure out. I actually took my wife once to this conference. She got super bored. She fell asleep. Which framework are you using? I'm not using any framework with React. I'm just using React. What is .py? Ah, this is Python. Oh, wow, really? They extended? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna go here. Matty. If you wanna go together, man. If actually, I don't know if you're in Europe. I don't remember. I mean, I'm happy to meet with you there, and I'm probably gonna invite some friends and see if they wanna go. Some colleagues, maybe, whatever. But I'm most likely gonna go here, potentially with my wife and kid, depending on the weight. Let me just check Paris flights. Jesus Christ, man, come on. Yeah, this is, yeah, that's super cheap if this is the price. Yeah, I'll need to research. I'll research and let you guys know on Discord. Skyscanner. Yeah, I always do it just randomly in Google, yeah. Copenhagen, Kastrup, Paris. What is this conference? This conference is the 24th June, 27th of June. So let's imagine I come there, I don't know, 26th until... Let me just take a look at that. Yeah, yeah. That's a good price. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah. Think I'll go. That's super. That's 100 euros. So that's basically, yeah. Well, this is 300 euros. Wait a minute. What is this? Is this both ways? Let's just yeah, that's super cheap. Yeah, I think I'll go, Matty. I'll organize something and then let you guys know on Discord. And if we can make a few people from this stream go together, I think that would be pretty fun. A pretty fun experience, I think. And it's not expensive, right? All right, cool. So yeah, what I'm actually gonna do now, at least attempt that, right? Let's see, where do I use the sanitize? How did I build this? Okay, so when we build this object, we call this inside of a generate sanitize HTML. So what we could technically do, we could pass extra options to this thing, right? So fundamentally, Storm, good evening, my friend. How are you doing? So what we could do, basically, let's try doing that, right? So what I could do here is I can say, hey, pass options, all options, right? And then let's just smack these options in here as well. So let's just follow through here. So if we do pass some options, right? We have an object here that we want to kind of merge this with, right? Do I want to do this now? Do I have to do this now? No. So maybe I shouldn't do this now, right? Because we always fall into this rabbit hole, right? So let's just fix this current issue, which is the video has a wrong aspect ratio and wrong class name. So I think that's, yeah, let's actually try to stick to some schedule in this stream at the very least, right? So let's just bump this, that's all. Super minor change. Add width, height, and aspect ratio to YouTube video extension, right? Something like that, right? So we don't go like, we don't lose track here. So commit. Let's just start like this. But Matty, if you have any other ideas, man, if you get some other conferences, just send them my way, man. Just share it on Discord. I mean, I'm always happy to go, right? Without a doubt. For me, it's rather, most of my friends or my colleagues and my real life friends, they have kids like I do, right? So, right. So that is, it's very hard for us to kind of, find some middle ground, because everybody's busy or taking vacation. I'll be away in the August, almost whole August, where we are going, my wife, my kid, and I, we're going actually to vacation with my parents. So we're gonna be basically with them 2 weeks somewhere in Croatia or in Montenegro, actually. So yeah, the train is the most expensive here in Denmark as well. The train is like more expensive than the flights, always, at least twice. I went to Stockholm a couple of maybe 3 months ago to Google conference, to the Google Nordics conference, and Google paid the trip for us. Google actually rented the train for us for the whole. There was like a Google rented couple of wagons, and we had Google presentations in there. But I know the trains were like, I don't know, super expensive. Actually, I can show you maybe some of that stuff while we're waiting for this. But that was super cool. Google kind of paid the whole trip. Let me just find it. September, I think. This is Tech Barbecue Conference. No. Give me 1 second, I think. Yeah, here it is, basically. Here it is. So Google basically paid these buses for us and stuff like that, right? This is kind of my team. These two guys are my developers in my team. And then this is kind of at the Google offices in Stockholm. Yeah, I got, yeah, look at my face. Look at this face, man. Completely smashed. This is in the train, so you can see Google Cloud Summit. So Google basically paid the whole train for us. And then we had these headphones and we had lectures in the train. So they were like Google engineers just giving us lectures, you know. Yeah, this is some cocktails at Google. Yeah, well, in Copenhagen, you know, we go very often to Google offices here, but they don't have developer team here. They only have marketing team and sales teams here. But we have very good relations with the office here. It's actually, oh man, this is in Stockholm at a place called Billiard. So after we finished all the talks and the conference and stuff, man, we played ping pong here for like 4 hours. I was so sweaty, man. It was crazy. But yeah, it was awesome. I mean, we listened to some very awesome talks. It kind of, these conferences today look like this. You just carry these headphones because they're so, this was cool. This was also in Stockholm, right? This little kind of dynamic, I don't remember the company name. We're going to see it now. Yeah, Boston Dynamics, yeah. But this was kind of this new robots they have. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I met a lot of awesome people. I met folks from NG Rock. I met people from Spotify. I met a lot of people. We had nice chats. And this was the bus that they organized, right? So yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was pretty cool. And I've been to Tech Barbecue as well. And this was the Tech Barbecue as well this year. I've been there as well. This was pretty terrible, actually. This is my CTO for my company. He was also, this is one of the co-founders. No, I think this year I was at the. I think I don't know. I think this year I was at Tech Barbecue. No, I don't actually remember, to be honest. I don't genuinely remember. But yeah, I mean, I love conferences. I go to a couple of them every year for sure. I mean, I'm gonna go this year as well to several of them. No question about that. It's just I never know, right? I don't plan them, Matty, like that. I just. If somebody suggests, like a friend is like, hey man, you want to go to a conference? I'm like, yeah, sure, man. Absolutely, why not, right? I mean, I'm always up for that. If we can arrange the correct time and stuff, right? Why not, right? Yeah, I don't care about the AWS, to be honest with you. I could have gone many times, but I don't use AWS. I don't intend to. I worked only one company so far where we used. Right now, we're on GCP at the Dream Data, and to be very frank with you, I mean these types of conferences, Google conferences, AWS conferences, half of this conference is these companies selling you their products, right? So trust me, I've been to several of them already. Also, AWS Summit in Ireland is the most terrible conference you can go to. There's like 50,000 people or some shit like that, right? It's impossible to really talk to anyone. It's just. Well, I mean, to be honest, like if you're going for the knowledge, right? you will literally learn more on a meetup than on these conferences. So if you want to kind of learn, right, you will have a way greater time at the smaller what is it called, yeah, here we go. You're gonna have a way greater time at a smaller conference, smaller meetup, than going to these big ass, right? Yeah, exactly. But I mean, again, you can literally see these products in 10 minutes online, right? Because almost at the same, these things are almost released. Sure, you might see it 2 days in advance before others, right? But I hear you. I mean, if that's something you appreciate, absolutely. I mean, it's just if you really wanna find awesome meetups and stuff, you go to meetup.com. I mean, that's also why I'm building, meetup feature here in Programmer Network, right? So we can also organize some meetups here, but this is the king of that, right? Here you would say, AWS Copenhagen, and this is the truly place where there's sufficient amount of people, so you're not overcrowded, so you can actually talk to each other instead of, passing by, 5 million. You can see here Oslo, Budapest, and shit like that, right? AWS user group. I mean, I'm gonna start organizing something like this as well as soon as we kind of clean up some of these things, because I want to use Programmer Network as a medium for that, right? So yeah, but we'll see about that, right? It's just yeah, that's how it is. All right, cool, fellas. Great. Okay, so. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm always, if any of you ever suggest something on Discord, my routing is done in the React app. Everything, I mean, front end is in React, back end is in the backend, in the API, in nodejs, right? I mean, I think Brainy, I think maybe you're assuming that I'm using server-side rendering or Next.js or something like that. I'm not. I'm not using anything like that, right? Ah, shit, man, I wonder. Ah, no. Oh, man, shit. We forgot to, did I forget to export? How can I improve this build process so I don't forget the same crap all over again? Because I think we have this awesome dialog that I built, and it seems that I've also forgot to export it. That's just so annoying sometimes. Because I built this dialog based on a default built-in dialog, right? And wait a minute, I'll just very quickly do that. Where is it? ABC, here it is, yeah. Here is this amazing dialog. Oh, I did export it. Okay, what? That's weird. Components, dialog, yeah. All right, that's a little bit weird. Let's take a look at that. What are you talking about? What do you mean that I'm not exporting the dialog? Of course I'm exporting the dialog. Export default dialog, right? Yeah. And actually, while we are here, let me just quickly do this. So I'll basically do this thing, I'll do this thing, and I'll do this thing. Yeah, that's cool. Export default dialog. Yeah, that's that should be cool. Or maybe am I in the wrong folder? Wait a minute. So dialog, components, index. Yeah, I am. Oh, I see what's the problem. Okay, my bad. Okay, sure. This is the problem, right? Yep. All right, so that's good. Is this still running? It is. Okay, cool. Well, that's a bummer, but I'll have to do that. And let me just go once to let me just do this for a second. And I'll just need to basically, using this dark mode, I need to just say, hey, don't include my storybook there, man. Where's the dialogue? We build this. What the fuck? All right, so it should be fine. Now, no. I don't know why VS Code didn't solve this thing. So weird. All right, it should be fine now, right? Yes. All right, so let's see. So this is this native dialog that I built. And yeah, I guess the story is just, let's go to that. Yeah, dialog. Dialog ref. We have this, right? And then we show it, and then we had, okay, cool. I just want to kind of maybe replace the one that, yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So I'm going to do that. I'll bump this crap again, and I'll, yeah, make these changes. Export dialog component, right? Cool. And let's create a new tag, right? All right, cool, great. So I guess what I'm actually gonna kind of try doing now in the front end here, right? We're gonna, do I have some to do? Yeah. And where is the CV maker? What the fuck? Okay, I'll get rid of that. Do we have another to do? No. Okay. So let me go ahead to our backlog, right? And move tip tap to Yale. So this is done. Let me just clean some of this up. So that's amazing. I'm so happy because of that. So that's beautiful. And if you guys remember, at one point we'll have to get back to the mobile app, right? Because mobile experience, list inside tip tap are missing styling. Yeah, I don't know if I actually fixed that. We'll see about that. Project, GDPR consent, sign up experience. What is happening here? Nothing. Okay, great. What do you mean, Leo? This is also done. Beautiful. Okay, no, that's not done. Card, finalize courses, Android app. Yeah, so this is going to be high on priority. So once we finish mobile experience, we'll need to, because if you remember, right, at one point I did also build a mobile app using a progressive web app PVA thing, right? And at one point we even installed it on Android and stuff like that, right? So here it is. So we'll need to get back to that. We deployed a couple of versions, so we'll need to, and then yeah, we will want to smack it to we'll want to well, yeah, because I mean we got pretty far with it, right? And I mean I want the mobile app to be an Android store. That's a huge exposure. It's more about the exposure than anything else, right? Because I think being on the Android store and eventually iOS store, I think it's a very big thing, right? Okay. So yeah, so we'll see about that soon, right? So we are still in this kind of regression / tech depth phase. I'm cleaning up all of these things, unifying them and stuff. That's going really well. Okay, great, super. So that's actually not what I wanted, but it doesn't matter. So let's get back over here and bump this yet again, just quickly. PMPMI, right? And then, yeah, let's see what we do. Beautiful. And what I actually want to need to do, I need to reload the TypeScript server here, but let's just reload the whole window. It doesn't really matter, right? And then, yeah. So we have this delete modal. Am I reusing this in many places? I am. So technically, I could make this fella use my actual new dialog, right? I guess so, right? So if I go to the dialog thing here, this is kind of how we're supposed to use it, right? So let's kind of try that. That would be awesome if I can just replace all of these, right? So I should be able to say now, we do this, I say dialog now, right? Dialog should be there technically. Yeah, here it is. Ah, shit. What did I do? Ah, I see. I messed that one up. I see. Okay, cool. Actually, let's leave that for a second. Let's say here ref is dialog ref, right? And then we have on click handler somewhere, I suppose, handle close. So I guess we'll not need that shit. We'll need to trigger this somehow, right? So delete modal. Yeah, fuck. All right, let's not do it maybe like this. Let's not do it like this. Let's try that in a different way. So here, I guess we need some delete or remove or something. Let's see, taught content. Let's see where this crap is. So yeah, delete modal. So this thing, right? Yeah, okay, it's here. All right, cool. So let's try a POC to say, right? Let's try to use our own dialog here. So all right. Numinex, my friend, good evening. Not much, buddy. What about yourself? How's life? Untalented web dev. Good evening, buddy. I like your nickname. You're being very honest. Life is Gucci. Nice, man. That's good to hear. All right, let's see if our... wait a minute. And yeah, let's just say... Oh, actually, we are giving dialog ref, okay? Never mind, that's the wrong thing. Okay, so let's say here, ref is dialog ref, right? Deploying some massive feature by the end of the week. Nice, man. That's awesome. Why is it massive, though? Did you guys try to not make it so massive? So not to shoot yourself in the face? Ah, I see. I've been doing those. I know very well. Yeah, I'm with you. All right, so actually, this is basically an abstraction, right, for all of my delete modals, and I get that, right? So this is not a terrible idea the way that I did it back then. I think it's fine, but we do need to actually not use this modal right here. So it would be actually, yeah. I mean, I worked at DTU at Technical University of Denmark. It's the biggest university, technical university in Scandinavia. So I know kind of what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm with you. All right, cool. All right, then we're gonna do basically this, right? And thank you everybody for your follows and all of that cool stuff. I'm just kind of trying to replace now some of these things that we open sourced and also improved. So that's what we're kind of trying to do now. Let's see if we can accomplish that whatsoever. So handle show is here on click handle show dialog ref. Of course, now we'll obviously have to see if that makes sense, or do we have to forward this ref, right? But I'm basically using this new HTML dialog, native dialog element, which is, I think, awesome because it's very efficient. But okay, so the ref is undefined, and it's most likely undefined because, yeah, we need to forward the ref, right? So that's what we are actually basically going to do. So what we're actually going to do here, I'm going to just say delete modal. I'm going to just say here function, delete modal or whatever, something like this, right? And then I'm going to say here, oops, what the fuck did I do there? Yeah, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to say, export default forward ref delete modal, right? And yeah, this basically is the props, and then this is going to be the ref, right? More or less. Then we can get rid of this, right? Something like that, I think. Let's see if this changes anything or if I failed miserably. And yeah, we need to fix the export, right? So export default forward ref delete modal. And what is this complaining about? Does not provide delete modal. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna say here const I'll just say here modal whatever, who cares. I don't actually think that's an issue. That makes no sense, but let's give it a shot, because I think most likely, give me a moment. Yeah, I think I know. So this is probably a, yeah, as I suspected. Okay, never mind. So we'll just say, and also we can't really do that, which means that we have to pretty much do this. And then this, right? This is always fucking annoying, but that's what it is, right? Am I doing this wrong though, is the question. Wait a minute. So it should be like this, right? Jesus Christ, why is it so hard? Oh, what? Oh, all right. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Jesus Christ. It is a component, right? So we need to export it properly. Okay, try that again. All right, here it is. So it is using our new modal, right? Which actually looks better, to be honest. And it looks smoother for sure. And then let's restyle that crap a little bit, right? Because right now it's a little bit weird. Also, that doesn't work. Blah blah blah. Right? So let's see what the fuck we did here. So actually, so yeah, we can do a lot of things here. Yeah, I'm very happy with the outcome of some of these things, right? Very happy with the outcome. So here I'm gonna actually say, because I implemented that in Yale, I'm gonna say button gray, right? I think I can do that. Yeah, it's beautiful. And then here I can also say, hey, I can actually fix this stuff, and I can say, well, not much. This is fine. Only thing that I wish that they're same width, right? Because you see this little discrepancy, and then also this icon that I have, this skull. Let's just say this text primary or whatever. Right, so something like there's no turning back, and yeah, let's try to simplify this. We did this long ago in a, yeah, so let's make sure that this is as minimalistic as we like it to be, right? So let's not do crazy shit or too many details, because it's defeats the purpose of that simplicity. And then what I'm going to do is yeah, I'm gonna say min width, I don't know, 100px, and I'm gonna apply the same thing in here. I'm gonna say class name, min width, right? But I'm gonna say, hey, only do that on medium plus, right? So don't do this in mobile, because we need to actually see how this modal looks in mobile, right? If it even renders in mobile. Let's see. So clearly we'll need to do more work here, right? So we'll do, that's why we have the task here. Mobile experience, it's been a while since we kind of brushed that up. So we'll go back to that. So I'm not going to worry too much about that now. But yeah, so this works. And that's great. That's amazing. Okay. It was red, but it's just, I don't know if I want it to be red. That's the thing. I mean, we can try, right? But I don't think it's necessary, right? I mean, it's quite clear that this is a primary button. Do we want to make it red? I mean, yeah, red was better. Okay, let's give it a shot, right? Like this, right? And then maybe it shouldn't be outlined. Maybe it should be a filled color like this, right? And then icon has to be red again, right? Because icon was also red as well, right? But you guys want it like this? Do you think this is better? I mean, it's just rather a question: is it really necessary? Not if it's better, but if it's necessary, right? Cubic, thank you, man. Yeah, the thing is, if we are to stick to some, if we're to stick to some things that we stick in this design, right? Because outlined, I only use outlined for secondary, for how would you call it, non-primary things. So whenever the button is primary, it's always filled, right? So this now kind of yeah, sure. And look, I don't disagree with you. This is now a matter of consistency and individual isolated case. So it's like with law, right? You cannot make exceptions to the law, right? So it's a mixture now of, yeah, you might like it more, but it's inconsistent with any other things, because in every other place, the primary action is filled, secondary is not. That's why I have only two variants, outlined or filled, right? I just don't think if it should be red. I mean, to be very, very frank with you, right? Because if I do this, okay, sure, okay, I don't care. Yeah, I prefer the primary one as well. I prefer the primary one as well, right? Yeah, sure, but still, I don't actually know. You know what? I love all of you, and I let me just sleep over this. Let's just leave it as simple as this, and then we can get back. It's such an irrelevant detail. I hear you, and I agree with both myself and you, right? It's just, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just find this incredibly simple, which is why I like it. It's just dumb simple, right? Yeah, actually, but yeah, it is a good point, right? I mean, technically, right? Yeah, it is a danger, and I think that's why I'm saying if we would kind of get rid of this crap here, right? This now is maybe more, but all right, let's. I mean, sure. Let's just leave it like this. Who the fuck cares, right? All right, cool. But anyway, I'm very happy that our modal works. I know how to build projects and slow problems in my project, but when it comes to solving problems in website like Code Wars account, is this normal? I mean, it's absolutely normal. The problems that you have in places like Code Wars and lead code and stuff are very different types of problems. They're like little puzzles that you get better at solving as the time goes by because you find the patterns. So the entire lead code, the entire ecosystem of these issues is literally based in 10 different patterns. And once you kind of solve enough of these issues, you see the patterns. Oh, it's this type of problem with this complexity, apply this algorithm. It's this type of problem with this type of complexity, apply that algorithm. Oh, okay, so it's this problem, I have to sort this list using bubble sort or some shit like that, and then right. So these types of issues are non-practical. They're university academic type of issues, right? So that's why it's absolutely normal, because if you haven't been practicing those, naturally you're not going to be good at it, right? It's for all of us. I'm not good at it. I was amazing at it when I was at university and after university, but 15 years forward, I never looked at it again, right? So if you would give me now lead code challenges, I would fail miserably. Why? Because I don't give a shit, and I probably will never give a shit for the rest of my career, simply because I build products, not puzzles, right? Well, yeah, exactly, Leo, because you're young and you lack experience and stuff. So, but once you get to more seniority positions, your interviews are going to be. It makes no sense to ask a senior developer, can they traverse a graph, right? That's an idiotic question. If a company asks you that and you're senior, that company most likely doesn't have a fucking clue what they're doing, right? Because that's a waste of an interview and waste of questions, right? Okay, cool. Great. Awesome. And then we have this modal. Where is this? I just want to get rid of this modal. Where is this crap? What is this? Modal. Header. What header? Header of what? Views profile header. Modal stats dialog. Oh, I actually don't even have this. Oh, yeah, I see which modal is this. This is when you go here and then you click on followers. Oh, man, I even forgot that I implemented this, that you can actually, if I go to production, give me a second. Yeah, shit, man, oh my God. I even forgot that I built this. Yeah, we have this where you can see other people's friends and who you are following and who they are following, right? All right, cool. So we also need to kind of, okay, I see. All right. So we'll replace this modal, and I want to remove this modal. I want to remove this modal completely. Just learn to build products, man. Enable yourself to be productive. Programming is no different than any other job. You can either build things or you can't build things. That's really... Those are the users from the product. I mean, I don't know. It seems that I'm really bad at conveying that this platform is live already for a long time. So these people are people from the stream. A lot of these people that used to watch me, or they still watch me and stuff, right? We have more than 1,000 people signed up on the website, right? All right. So basically, this dialog we can also replace. Fastify. Yeah. This platform is in production and it's live. Yeah, please do. Please do. That would be amazing. Let me just share it here. I mean, the whole platform is built on the stream, right? Past years. So, okay, so we have the dialogue, right? This is open, isn't really... So wait, this was just like a... Okay, so this was the modal. I was using React modal. Okay, I see. Okay, so I'll just get rid of that, right? So we have now, I've built my own modal based on this native modal HTML tag, right? This new HTML tag. I'm gonna get rid of that. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. And we'll get rid of all of this. We just need a ref, essentially, right? And we need to say, hey, when I click on some crap, then do something, right? Beautiful. Okay. So if I go taught header, yeah, so basically I always need to create a ref to basically call this thing. So I'm going to actually do that right over here. Actually, we're going to do it right over here. Handle stat clicked. Okay, we'll see about that. So we need to create ref. We need to pass a ref to this bad boy here, right? Yes. And yeah, we need to see handle stat click. Okay, so can shown stats. Wow, that's a typo. Can shown. Should show stats handles show, right? Something like that, I suppose. So if I go here, let's see what's happening with the dialog. Nothing yet. Okay, so we haven't passed something yet. Let's see. Handle stat clicked. Okay, I see. I see. All right. So basically, we need to replace this line, and then we need to pass this bad boy here, right? Okay, cool. Let's try that again. All right, cool. So here we have it, and obviously, as we can see, has no followers yet. I wonder why following. So yeah, is this still functional as it was? Who the hell knows? We'll need to figure that one out, right? Chica, my friend, how you doing? Yeah, so... All right, cool. That's... Just woke up. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus, man. And now we can kind of do a little bit of styling for this bad boy here, right? So we'll need to add some paddings and all of that crap, right? I suppose. So we'll need to come here and say class name. Hopefully this tabs class name. Let's say P6 or something like that. Just try to fiddle with it a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's pretty terrible, but that's what it is. And let's see what we got here. So blah, blah, blah. So let's say PX6 instead. All right, we'll have to see now. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. We have the... PY, is that what I did? No, PY. Where's this crap? It has to be somewhere, right? PY6. Oh, this is all right. This is part of my dialogue, right? Yeah, shit. That's, I guess, maybe okay. Or is it? Yeah, so that's yeah, a little bit disheartening to say. Stats dialogue. Okay, let me just get rid of that for a moment just to see where we get with that. So there's, yeah, this is pretty terrible, yeah. And how did I implement our dialogue? How did I implement this component? Dark border. Okay, this is also, this shouldn't really exist. Where is this crap coming from, man? And shit, man, I keep opening the wrong project. Give me a second, let me close that, right? Okay. So header profile, what is this crap? Okay, so this shouldn't really be here, right? Neither should this. Okay, what else do we have? So we have this bad boy, right? So it's not that, okay? All right, so that was it. I see. So the zoom level kind of messed it up, right? Let me just inspect this. It's been so long since I following. So Alexander has no followers yet. There's no followers. So why is this error the same? Okay, but let's yeah, this is kind of the part of this process, right? So it's fine. We need to just improve this overall experience. So first and foremost, following followers, yeah. Empty state, okay. Do we even need an icon? Let me just figure that one out. Rebecca, yeah, early stream. My wife had to shower my kid and and stuff like that. So we just agreed, hey, how about you, annoying guy, just go and have a stream a little bit earlier so I can sleep, All right, so what I can see with this new dialog that I implemented is that this kind of arbitrary padding that I added around it is completely useless, right? Kind of completely defeats the purpose. Why did I do that? But that's, I guess, Yeah, that was just a mistake, I suppose, right? Yeah, this py6 shouldn't have added that, right? Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Earlier stream, less trolls. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sorry, but I have to go and fix that. It's fine. I mean, we're going to have a little period here where every now and then we need to go back between the core library that we open sourced and stuff and just, yeah, you know, just clean this crap up. What can you do? Because I have, yeah, this is unneeded completely, right? It's completely unnecessary. Give me 1 second. So if I go here and, you know, dev this, no, sorry, storybook this, right? It's fine. I'm actually fine with this. It's just good I actually want this to be the process mainly because then I keep these things in proper sync, and I keep it kind of. I'm the first user of this core library, right? So, okay, so because I see this select an image, right? There's a lot of white light on the camera. On the camera. Ah, sorry. All right, I thought my face is not as pretty as always, Rebecca. You almost broke my heart. I accept an apology. I accept an apology. Ah, shit, man. I accept an apology, Rebecca. No worries. No worries. All good. I thought for a moment that you said, "Hey, Alex, you're not absolutely gorgeously beautiful," but it was a. You mean you demand an apology? That's a good one, actually. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Just give me 2 seconds, guys, because you're super annoying. And actually, you know what? I'll just do one more thing here. So I'll just say here, I'll call this one, what is it called? Select an image. Just have 2 different stories. Suyash, good evening, buddy. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that completely. I probably did. I'm good, man. How are you? How's life? Select an image. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, and then here I'll just not select anything. I'll just say, you know, I'll use H1, our own H1 from our own typography, right? And I'll say hello world, right? That's what I'm gonna do, and I'll import this crap from here, right? Okay, and it almost feels. Wait a minute, I need to fix that. It almost feels like there's some sort of padding still somewhere. Yeah, there is. What the fuck am I doing, man? Oh, never mind. All good. It's coming from the H1. What's the point of creating my own H1 components? The point is that I can reuse them instead of saying H1 every single time. I'm not sure what you mean, Leo, actually. You need to compose that question a little bit better. What's the point of creating component? Any component is reusability, right? In most cases, that's the point. Let me just run the tests again. I need to make sure the tests are still passing. Wait, let me do that again. Well, I mean, I probably pronounced it wrong for 3 days straight, right? So that's what it is. That's what it is, man. Wait, is this a space here? No, it's not. Okay. All right, so let's bump this version 80. Remove unnecessary padding from dialog. Beautiful. All right, cool. Let's push this. Let's do a tag 80, right? And then let's push to that tag 80, right? Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful, perfect, amazing, gorgeous, beautiful. Love it. Okay, great. Remove unnecessary padding from dialog. Okay, beautiful. Super. Okay, so that's great. So that's a tiny change that's gonna kind of fix the stuff that we're doing here now with this, because we had that unnecessary padding on the dialog, right? So, and then I think now at this point, and there was some actually strange behavior with the dialog. So, or was there? No. Actually, there is. I think there's something wrong with the reference. All right, but we'll fix that, right? Okay, so basically, fundamentally here, so that's gonna get removed. We're gonna fix that now, and let me actually take a look at one thing. So we have, we'll get rid of this crap here. So there seems to be a little bug here whatsoever. Alexander has no followers yet. I wonder why. So it's a good question, right? I can see that the contents of this, because I probably haven't taken a look at this in such a long time, right? Something most likely got broken. Yeah, and we can actually get rid of that stuff, right? And stats dialog. So this is basically these stats on profile, right? So these fellas, if I zoom in. So we'll wait for that thing, but let's see why filling. So there's probably now some issue, right? When set URL, get URL, selected index, set selected index. So most likely I haven't updated this hook, right? So selected index, let's take a look at that. How did I, on select selected index. Okay, let's debug this, right? Let's debug this and see why, right? Because I haven't taken a look at this view in a very long time, right? So the index is okay, right? So that for sure works. Tab active index. Active index as well works. So the only thing that actually fundamentally doesn't work is I'll just want to double check something. All right, got it. All right, and then tab panel. We have this conditional logic here, right? Followers and following. The first 3 weeks of a new project are always amazing. The hard part-time after, when the project is not new and fun anymore. Most programmers have a hard time actually finishing that project. Well, that's actually true, and the reason why and the reason why that is, right, is that it's your. So the reason why that happens, yo, is because you have to rethink the reasons why you're building something, right? And that is, again, as I always say, the difference between product engineers and software engineers, right? For you, building products is about code, but building products is not about code. It's about the outcome of the product, right? So the reason why you're feeling like that is because maybe please don't misunderstand me, I'm not criticizing you, but maybe because you're still fundamentally thinking too much about the code, right? That's why you feel like that, because you're not necessarily, it's the same with a lot of these younger kids, younger developers. As I said many times, they don't want to build video games that people play. They want to build, I want to build my own game engine. But who the fuck cares about the game engine, right? So it's the same with this, until you kind of mature to a degree where your obsession becomes the product and not the code, you will always be starting and not finishing anything, because you don't want to build a product, you want to write code. And that is the fundamental difference, right? That is the fundamental difference with any co-founders or any founders at all, right? So try to shift your focus on building the product. Code, anyone can write code, right? Code is just a matter of assembling some crap together, right? So anyone can really do that, right? There's nothing impressive about writing code, right? But everything is impressive about building products, and that's the difference, right? You have software engineers and you have product engineers, right? And that is how it is, right? That's why, when somebody asks you what you're doing, they are not asking what code you're writing. It's like, what are you building? That's like, being impressed by cement and by raw materials when constructing a building, right? When you see that building, you're amazed by the building, not by the screwdrivers and shovels that the construction workers used when they built it, right? So that is the fundamental difference. Nobody cares about your shovel, right? Or your cement, right? People care about the building, right? Can I enter into this building and climb up on the thousandth floor? I don't give a shit which cement material this guy is using. Of course that you would care if the building would collapse, clearly. But exactly, and I mean, if you're using a shovel in a Vim mode, it even becomes more impressive, right? Because everybody knows that if you use Vim with a shovel, it's way more impressive. Everybody knows this, right? It's a known fact. So it's always all about building products, not writing code. Code is, you have to change your perception to realize that the product is not the side effect of the code. The code is the side effect of the product, right? Once you shift this mindset, you're going to become an amazing engineer, right? So again, the code is the side effect of a product, not vice versa. We don't just hire developers to write some code which just results in a random product. We hire developers to build products. And side effect of that is something has to be written, so right? So this is the correct perception, right? And this is going to be more and more apparent as the time goes by, right? Because AI is going to actually learn how to write code even better than it is today, and then you're going to have to learn this by force, or you're not going to have a job anymore, right? So that's just how it is, right? Yeah, that kind of fucking sucks, man, right? That whole loading state there. It's actually pretty disgusting. So I wonder if we would just, at the very least, say that this is width full. Would that actually change? I mean, these are such tiny details that we're finding, right? It doesn't really matter. Yeah, you can see that kind of glitch there. That fucking sucks, man. Yeah, that's pretty terrible, man. What the hell? Yeah, okay, that's better. That's better. Yeah, for sure. Actually, PCs, thank you very much. I've actually noticed that. I've noticed that, I believe, last night. and that's because what is it called? Yeah, I did a lot of changes recently. I moved a lot of UI to external library. We're gonna fix that actually right after this. Give me like 2 minutes. I've seen that last night when I was testing things as well. 100%. Can we do things like, I don't remember how that was. Can't we do something like, yeah, couldn't we use a calc in Tailwind like this? I think we could have, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we can, exactly, right? Fuck you, man. Jesus Christ, so annoying. So annoying, dude. Is this even worth spending the time on? No, but let me just try to re-trigger this again. Yeah, so that's kind of good, right? But that's a little bit weird. Tab list, py2. No, that's the. Wait a minute, px. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Let's say px2 here. Yeah, right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and where is the spinner? Okay, icon spinner. Didn't I like create some sort of a spinner? No, okay. No worries. So let's say here text primary, or what is it? Fill primary. I don't actually remember. Yeah, that's not terrible. Okay, that's at least better, right? It's, yeah, the position of this new dialog is highly questionable. But that's what it is. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do, just to finalize this random stuff that I just randomly found, is I'll actually just do this, right? And I think that should make it good. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then while we're here, I'll just inspect. It's been so long since we've done this. Set selected index. Didn't I create some custom hook for this sort of state with the router? Let me just take a look. It's been so long. So we go to hooks, use tabs location. Yeah, I think this is what I did, right? Yeah, and we should probably also move this to Yale and just unit test the living shit out of this as well. And where am I using this? I should be using this all over the place, right? Yeah. But here we have the tabs, and we don't really have the tabs here. This is just a plain index, right? Okay, so we can't use that. All right, cool. All right, well, I'll leave that as is, right? I'll leave that as it is. All right, I'll just push these tiny changes to production immediately. So just for the sake of it, so we don't accumulate 7 billion changes anymore. Header dialog, yeah, that's awesome, I think. Yeah, I think so. CV maker, yeah, fuck that. Thought header, yeah, beautiful. Okay, and actually one more thing, right? Because I think we can now uninstall this React dialog library, right? That was the whole idea, right? This social platform is already live for a while now, right? So feel free to sign up. Yeah, you have your own profile. That's the core type of thing, right? Yes, absolutely. And yeah, beautifully, we can just get rid of this as well, right? So I'll just say pm remove, and I'll get rid of this bad boy. Cool, let's see if this still compiles. Vite front-end modules, Vite, yeah. Core modal, okay. So we can go and get rid of that modal now. So src components core modal, right? Custom delete modal, okay. So yeah, this is fine to exist. I'll actually Yeah, this is not core. Is it core? Yeah. So I'm gonna move this fella over here. And then I'm gonna get rid of modal completely, right? So we'll need to update some, hopefully, yeah, fuck. No, actually, that's good. Well, actually, not really. I disagree with that because we already had that very long ago, right? But then most of the community said, "Hey, I don't want to sign up to something that I don't even know what it is," right? src index modal. Ah, I see. Okay. So actually, let me rephrase. I don't disagree with you. That's not a matter of disagreement. It's a matter of choice, right? There is no, fundamentally, there's no correct answer to that, right? To some degree, people who say, "Hey," no, I think your point is valid. Actually, for the most of the time, I actually agreed with that point until people said, "Well, I don't want to join a platform from some random guy on Twitch that's behind a login, right? Like, what am I even joining to, right?" And then I said, all right, and it took me a long time, right? We had this standard like landing page crap. Oh, these are the features you have, right? But people kind of found that annoying because they didn't actually know what is in there, right? So I'm with you. I mean, one of my good friends, Elvis, my ex-colleague, he uses this platform sometimes, and he said, "Hey, Alex, why suddenly everything's public? I don't like that," right? So you can see kind of, well, you don't actually have to deliver your information at all. I mean, you can be fully anonymous, right? So only thing you have to really put in is around maybe 1 minute of effort, right? But I'm with you, right? It's like that's again, there's no correct answer to this. Place React modal with our own new dialog component. Well, preview of what, right? There's a bunch of features in this product, right? So which one would you preview? All right, so this is pushed now to production. So let's wait for this bad boy to actually end up there. But that's it, right? It's very easy to raise these questions, right? When you guys are on the other side of this whole thing, right? But when you have to build another Facebook on your own, it gets slightly harder. You know, hey Alex, why didn't you just do everything as it should be, right? No. I'm not criticizing you. You're right. You're right. I'm just giving you basically the only accurate answer you can get is right. The only accurate answer you can get basically is when you're building products, you have to make decisions, right? And when you're making decisions, sometimes you're going to make accurate or inaccurate thing. Like sometimes you're going to make the right choices or wrong choices or relative choices, right? So it's fundamentally just how it is. So I hear you, right? But there's so many ways to do so many different things. Hello, what is happening here? Lex, good evening. Yeah, this whole stream is about this platform, basically. It's about programmer network platform, pretty much. But yeah, you know, people who make decisions in management, in anywhere, at your work, you have to make some decisions, but you have to keep making them, right? You cannot just procrastinate on decisions. You cannot just think about, well, if I make a decision, I might be wrong. Of course you might be wrong, and you will be wrong in many ways, right? But you have to decide on something, otherwise you'll never do anything, right? And that's the nature of building products, right? Is great platform. Okay, awesome. Somebody downvoted the guy. I wish I'm rich. I am rich. I have a wife, beautiful wife, a kid, a great job that I love. Sorry, I am definitely rich. Yeah, I'm definitely rich. Oh, fuck, what happened there? Oh, wow, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, no, actually, I think everything's fine. Wait a minute. Yeah, if you want to get rich, just get my Udemy course for $3.99 or $99.99. Yeah, exactly. Somebody asked about how I deploy things, depending which part, right? I deploy a front end to Cloudflare Pages, which then does its own. It has its own CI, right? When it comes to API, my server and the whole infrastructure, that's done manually in a different way. I mean, I have GitHub Actions and stuff, but fundamentally, it's done very differently, right? So I basically have a GitHub Actions that does several different steps when it comes to backend, right? So there's SSHing into my Hetzner server, logging to Docker Hub, building a new Docker image, pushing an image to Docker Hub, backing up my database on every push, deploying the new image in Hetzner, blah, 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 right? So there's... Well, I'm not upgrading it. This whole stream is constantly building this. This platform is never done, right? So this is a huge. The idea behind this is, so I'm not upgrading it. I'm building this platform on the stream, right? No, it doesn't. It updates. What do you mean, Leo? It updates live. You don't have to refresh. No. Right? Yeah, why would you have to refresh? You don't have to refresh, no. Well, we cannot implement WebSockets or some other protocol for that, right? I mean, yeah, this whole infrastructure is hosted on Docker, right? I've created. No, I didn't. This stream has been going on for a year, right? And for the past year, we've been building this platform, right? And all of the libraries that we built for it and stuff like that, right? All right. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. All right, cool. So that's good. Let me actually take a look at one thing. Follow. Let me just go back here to see. Yeah, so that's we're gonna have to. So we'll need to kind of set the max width on this instance of a modal, right? For sure. We'll need to do some styling. It doesn't actually matter now, but we need to fix it. Following. Yeah, okay, so it actually does work. So it does actually work. It's just, yeah, so this is the kind of side effect of producing this model. Actually, let me actually see where's my dialog. So you can see I built this component now on this native dialog, HTML dialog, right? So that's actually very good. So let's try here. Max height 200 pixels, 450 pixels, right? Max height, yeah. I mean, I guess we could do that, right? The main and the core question now is, where is the stats dialog, right? So did I or did I not extend our dialog, our core dialog component with the class name? Does it even actually take a class name? Let's actually take a look at the Yale here. Otherwise we'll have to deploy another version. Shit. Yeah, actually we did. That's awesome. Okay. So yeah, so basically we should be able to say max height should be, let's say, what is it? 384. Nah. Wait a minute. Where is the dialog? Valid dialog. Where are you? Yeah, here. It is better to start a project, make mistakes, fix them, and move on instead of thinking about that theoretically could go wrong and spending months of perfect planning to build any mistake, but forget to actually build a project. Well, of course, yo. I mean, again, projects are not built to be perfect, right? I mean, projects are built so you make money, and in most times you want to build a company and stuff like that, right? So of course that I mean, there's no such thing as perfection, right? It doesn't exist. So of course your goal again should be becoming a product engineer, not software engineer, right? So yes, absolutely, of course. Nobody gives a crap about your code, man, or your technology, or your text editor, or your UI library, or some shit. People care about the product, right? So your obsession as a software developer should always be building things, not talking about them, not building hello world apps, right? Because anyone can do that, right? Should be building things. Of course we can use it, Leo. That's not the point. Why would I do that? Why would I implement a protocol just because you want to see when I like something on my end that it updates on your end? This is not about can we do. We can do anything on the planet. It's not about can we. It's about should we. Why would I implement that, right? What is the value of that? Are you going to be staring now here? Are you going to be staring on this page now waiting for somebody to like something, right? That would be a massive waste of technology and scale and time and everything else, right? So it's not about can we, it's about should we. It's completely useless, yes. Completely useless, right? Because did someone else like something shouldn't influence you at the first place at all, because I'm hoping that you're not liking something because someone else liked it, right? You should be liking or disliking something because, well, you know, you like it or dislike it, right? No, I mean, again, the thing is, no, definitely not. I mean, we're gonna have WebSockets for chat, for different types of things, right? So WebSockets are definitely gonna be part of this product when we implement chat and stuff. But I'm not gonna be implementing an entire protocol because, right? Just because, right? There's no value in that, right? It is. It's not just resource expensive. Scaling WebSockets isn't easy either, right? So, but it doesn't matter. The point is, even if it wasn't expensive, you would still not do it because it serves no purpose, right? It serves no purpose because unless you're like, look, this platform has 1,000 registered users, out of which 20 of them come every now and then to check the platform, right? So if we ever get to any point where actually this platform is used by anybody, then and people ask for it, then not, right? But at this point, implementing things like that would be ridiculous, right? It would make no sense. But we're gonna do actually we're gonna use Golang. We're gonna use Go to write our WebSocket servers. So that's what we're gonna use Go very soon for. So basically, as I said before, we're gonna use Nostr protocol, this decentralized protocol. We're gonna create a relay on my Kubernetes server here. So we're gonna hopefully try to use Nostr protocol with WebSockets. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm looking really forward to that. There's only Rust on this planet. Exactly. 100%. Exactly. Ah, shit, actually. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Is that sufficient, though? Yeah. Okay. Here come the trolls. Here comes the trolls. Seaplane, good evening, buddy. How you doing? What the fuck is this? I actually have this star, so I'm just curious to understand. Yeah, we'll see when we get to that point. When we get to that point, right? I'll make sure that we discuss it as a community, right? So, for sure, for sure. Okay, so what else do I want to do? So there were a bunch of things in regards. Okay, so this could use some shit. You will never unsubscribe. You know it. All right, so we broke some of these things, it seems. Yeah, that's kind of sad, right? I think we broke some of these things. There's some regressions here that I see that, yeah. Lex, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. You cannot like your own comment. Okay, my bad. So that's good. Shit. Oh, fuck, man. Yeah, that kind of sucks ass. Wait. So actually, we forgot to do that. Delete modal, right? So a lot of these things now we need to update as well, right? So that's what I forgot. So wait a minute. So delete modal here. Yeah, I need to. So there's still regressions in this context, right? Wait, let me just close a bunch of this crap. Yeah. Don't challenge me. Core layout. Yeah, exactly, right? But where did we use that crap, man? Delete modal header. Yeah, here, right? Ah, I see. Shit. Okay. Fine. Fair enough. I just forgot about this, right? So, I can be two places at the same time. Exactly. So yeah, this is a regression that I just introduced now, right? And we need to fix that immediately. Yeah, I see. Cool. So that's one of the bummers of this thing now, is that, yeah, I need to do stuff like this. Didn't I create the ref over here, dialog ref? I did, right? Yeah. So that's fine. We don't really have support this anymore. Handle delete. I guess we do support that. Did I remove that? And then here, yeah, I see. Okay. And then we'll just use the dialog ref over here, right? Yeah, I was just as I said, my wife was just yeah, helping my kid with something, and I'm just like, all right, you know, I'll just yeah, try streaming a little bit earlier. I see. Okay, that's actually very good to see, because I forgot about that. Play one game, my friend. Finally. I thought, yeah, I thought he doesn't like me anymore. It's over. How you doing, buddy? How was your time with your girlfriend, man? Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. Let's should we change some music, put something different? Are you guys bored of this crap? And where is the music actually? Where am I playing that? Oh, seriously, where am I playing the music right now? Russian roulette. Okay, wow. Oh, do I have two things opened? How dare you? You had a very good dinner. Well, good to hear, buddy. Very good to hear, man. All right, so this is good. Delete modal. So yeah, that's one is fixed. Let's keep on going, right? So I'm gonna actually do this, right? So this one is kind of finished. So let's go to the layout. So we're gonna have to kind of do the same repetitive crap in there, right? And that's just how it is. It's okay. We're gonna do that in like a minute. Handle delete is open. Yeah. So shit. And where is this? This is layout. Core layout is loading. Where is this? So this is dashboard list view. Okay, I see where this is. It's fine. No one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting alone inside your head. All right, cool. Layout. All right, I see this crap. Okay. On item delete. Okay, so it seems to me that yeah. Okay, I just don't even want to render this in any way. But I fundamentally I don't think that this expression really is needed here because it's not doing this. This modal is actually gonna stay closed until you trigger it, right? Until one. But yeah, that makes no fucking sense. Okay, we'll have to see about this one. This one feels a little bit different. So if I go to the dashboard, right? Settings, if we go, I guess, to any of these guys, right? All right, wow. That's a little bit strange. Wait, this is on item delete. What? All right, let's smack this bad boy in here, right? Just see what's happening. So no, so why is this linking to a wrong thing? Maybe this was a regression this whole time because I was lazy. I haven't been building this project much, right? Okay, so let's go. Where is that dashboard list view? Yeah, so we have this crap. That's good. Handle delete. On item set is deleting. So is this kind of yeah? Let's can I just print this crap here, right? Let's just see if I it's a little bit weird. Thank you everybody for your follows and stuff. Very much appreciated. So no, so wait a minute. Jesus Christ, man. Sheet. Icon add. No. So this is the edit. So it should fundamentally be this, right? But it's not. Am I not using this crap seriously anywhere? Are you kidding me? Dashboard list view. Okay, sorry, my bad. Yeah, I am using it. Of course I am. All right, so dashboard, let's say articles. Yes, so we are. Okay, so let's see what the hell is happening. On item create, sure. On click. On item delete, handle delete. Yeah, here, this asshole, right? So that's a little bit weird. We have some event propagation issue, most likely here, or something like that, right? Yeah, how? Okay, sure. So probably when we build this, we actually haven't. So where is this handle delete on item delete, right? And we go in on item delete. Yeah, sure. Handle delete. Oh, I see. What the hell? All right. But that makes very little sense. Okay. So wait a minute. On item delete, so I'm saying if there is an item delete, then potentially render this. All right. I see. Well, that's not gonna work, man, like that anymore, right? That doesn't make much sense. On item delete, handle click, handle delete. So basically over here, it seems to me that we have to have a ref shit. Or not really, right? No, it's okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, we would have to have a ref here. Yeah, I see the problem. Yeah, fuck. We would have to basically lift this ref up when using it with this crap, right? But I don't want to do that. That would be terrible, because then I would have to do it every time I use this dashboard view, which is basically a generic component that I'm using for every dashboard view, right? So I certainly don't want to do that. So handle delete, this is fine, right? So we pass this down and we're saying, hey, well, crap. And then where is this? Okay. Item, okay, wait a minute, on item delete. Okay, so yeah, shit. So when clicking on this thing, right, we would need to trigger, yeah, this is the icon. Fuck. Yeah. That kind of sucks ass, big time. But that's what it is. That's how it, I mean, what can I do? I can cry about it, or I can just fix it, right? I'll just fix it. I'll not cry about it. Okay. Yeah. So we'll need to lift this thing up somewhere here. Is that great? No, but that's how life is not always great, right? And yeah, that's what it is. Okay, that fucking sucks. Laugh now. Exactly. I'm gonna cry under the cold shower later. For like, I think you got it figured out there. I mean, 100%. I agree with you. 100%. Yeah, that's what it is, man. I agree with you. Okay. Well, now we have to forward ref here as well. Shit, man. That sucks ass. Big time. I mean, it doesn't actually. I'm just kind of being a little bit dramatic, right? Just so this stream actually is fun to watch, right? So actually, this doesn't suck ass at all. I'm just like, it's so dangerous to do this, you know. But it's completely not. Just trying to inflate this stream, right? More than it should, right? Life is amazing, my friend. How is your life? Been to work today and yeah, having a lot of fun, man. It's really good. Oh, guys, sit very tightly. This is the most dangerous extreme thing you're gonna see now. Trust me. Very, very powerful what I'm doing here. Oh man. Okay. So wait a minute. So we have what did I want to do? Guys, embrace for dangerous things. I tell you, okay? Jesus, come on, man. So much crap on the internet, man. It's beautiful. Guys, this is, trust me, this is very dangerous, okay? Just don't do this at home, all right? Don't you forward refs at home, all right? Like, don't do this at your home, okay? Don't do this at home. So dangerous, so dangerous. So much crap, beautiful. All right, there we go. Super dangerous, like right 25 gold, like incredibly dangerous. Please, again, don't do this at home. Don't do this at home. It's crazy, man. You don't know what you guys are putting yourself through, okay? Oh. Ooh. All right. Maybe we don't have to forward the ref. Maybe the danger is going down. Okay, so I didn't notice when I implemented this. So I have this item component. Okay. I see. All right, cool. Well, I get it. It's fine. Relax, guys. The tension is down. It's okay. All good. I see. So easy, man. We don't actually have to forward ref. We don't have to forward ref, guys. All good. Let yourself go. I know that many of you are holding the chairs and whatever you're sitting at. No, all good. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. All good. False alarm. False alarm. Okay. What we whatsoever do have to do. Can you say that in English? What we do have to do. I guess you can, yeah. We do have to do one thing. Do. We have to pass ref here, right? Shit. Crap. Okay, so we have explicit return here, or to say implicit return, sorry. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to say no drama. Forward ref. Be careful, guys. This is what I'm doing right now is dangerous, okay? Don't do this at home, all right? Nirvana playing, man. Reminds me of my childhood days. Alright, cool. The fuck is this, man? Item. Which item? No, that's not the correct thing, man. No. Can I do it at work instead? You can do it at home. You can do it at home. All right, so actually, no. We do, okay, jokes aside now, right? We do need the ref here, but we need to pass it to this bad boy here. So basically, we have to say here ref and then dialog ref, right? But then this item component, whatever that item component is, has to receive that crap, right? So this, for example, in this case, this guy has to get a ref, right? Because we need to call this. So here, when I click this, so, oh my God, man. No. Fuck. Yes, great. Not really. No, not really. That's great. We don't actually have to do it at all. So we do not have to pass any refs. Okay, that's amazing. Only thing we need to have to say, yeah, so easy. Whew. How can this be so easy, man? Does it work? No. Will it work? Probably not, but it's... Oh, wait a minute. Function components cannot be given refs. Dashboard articles. Where's the... Oh, yeah, exactly. That's fine. So I promise that is supposed to work, but it doesn't. So let's see why. Let's kind of get rid of this. Okay. So if we get over here, Yeah, that's a little bit on item. Oh, no, shit, no. Wait a minute. I just read the summary, the first few sentences, but I agree with him. I agree with him very much. Ah, fuck, we actually do need this, right? Yeah, we need this because when we call the actual service, right, or whatever I wrote there. Okay, but the only thing that's confusing me now is like, why? So why is this actually not stopping propagation? It's a little bit weird. What's weird is that it links, so as soon, man, shit, am I that stupid? I think I am, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I think genuinely, I think that maybe the reason why I like that guy so much is because we think very much alike, which is not a. I mean, ironically, I actually like to meet mostly people that I disagree with because that's when I learn the most, right? So it's kind of sometimes a little bit. It's like confirming your own bias, right? So I like to actually surround myself with people that I actually disagree with because again, you learn the most when this type of dialogue happens, right? If you constantly surround yourself with people that you agree with, then you're kind of stuck in your own mind, right? 25 gold, come, let's be best friends. No, but you get what I mean, jokes aside, right? Shut up now. Okay, what did I want to do? Oh, yeah, okay. Layout, where is it? Where? Yeah, okay, wait. So there has to be a nav link somewhere here. That's my... yeah, this is it, right? Shit, man. So this is the problem, right? Crap, man. Alex, come on, bro. All right. Well, it's not all right yet, it seems. Come on. Am I under articles? I am. And yeah, I see. Shit, come on, man. All right, I found it. False alarm. I found it. So this practically, this is the only thing that should be clickable, right? So this doesn't propagate and doesn't, I mean, we could technically solve that, but whatever. Okay, so now it should be fine, right? Man, are you kidding me? I think it's kidding me. So here's the item component. Do we do any linking here? No. Right, so here it is. Item component, we render it, right? Yeah. In our context here, it's the article thing, right? Let me just ensure that that's the case, right? So wait a minute, articles, yeah, here they are, right? We have the navigate, we call it when we click the span, but not the item actions, right? Item actions, yeah. So why is it still... Give me a second. Okay, I'm getting a little bit confused here. Why is this happening? On item row click. Where is this use? An item row click. Navigate to articles. On item click, this one, right? So weird, man. What the hell is happening? Yeah. Okay, that one is, yeah. All right, I think I'm going a little bit crazy here. Wait, so if we remove it, this should take us to the article. Yes. Do you get tired of it? I mean, maybe a little bit. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, the hardest thing about looking at your own UI library, right? Because I built this whole, Yale thing. It's also, by the way, open source now, FYI. Yeah, I mean, it's the hardest thing of looking at this library, right? This UI library that I wrote is that you become obsessed by it, and then you waste a lot of time spending on useless things, right? Of course, this is a stream that I'm doing this for fun, right? I don't put any pressure on myself in any way like that, right? But yeah, that is the hardest thing about it, about your question, is rather like it's just like you start fiddling with so many details, right? Because you're kind of proud of it in a way, right? Give me 1 second. Oh my god, no way. He missed the stream. Dude, like, seriously, at this point, what the fuck is happening, man? Really? Like, this is now kind of becoming a little bit ridiculous. So, on item delete... is my... Are you fucking kidding me, man? Look at this thing here. We're calling a wrong method. Oh my god, man. I thought I was going crazy, but Jesus Christ, man. Did you see that crap, man? Alright, it was... Man, I thought literally I'm going a little bit nuts here. Seriously, man. What the... Dude, come on, man. Jesus Christ, man. Crazy stuff, dude. Crazy stuff. Then we have this now reference issue, right? Alright. Time to get replaced. So, I mean, it should kind of work already, right? It's just there is a slight issue with it, I can see. Most likely something. Why do I have to... No, I don't think that I need a designer. I mean, for these types of platforms, Leo, you need the content, right? You need a reason why people want to come here. So this is not an issue. I mean, you need early adopters like you guys who are willing to, at least, even there's no value for you, right? Help with writing a random article, even if it means copying it from ChatGPT. So the challenge of these types of platforms isn't, is the UI completely perfect or not? It's rather about, for somebody to come to any platform, there has to be some specific value, right? So I would much rather say it's that, right? So yeah, so there's a slight issue obviously with the reference, right? Because now the ref is the same, right? So we need to, yeah, that would be, I mean, yeah, I feel that there's a slight issue with like, why do I have to, give me 1 second here, then we can move from this crap. Are Tom or Mark on your platform? Who are those fellas? Are they fellow programmers? No, of course that I could use a designer, man. Dude, what the hell? Let's just ask this fella here. This component takes a ref that's gonna open up my delete modal. This component is used for all views across the dashboard. Seems that there is some sort of an issue with a ref. I oftentimes have to click twice in order for modal to open, which means the ref might be wrong or something like that. Mark Plier. No, it's really bad. It's really bad, the design. It's exactly right. It's my own Jean-Claude Van Debug is my own LLM. It's ChatGPT 4. So yeah, I'm happy that you love the name. Jean-Claude Van Debug is my own little friend. Oh, I see. Beautiful. Oh, so nice. It works. I love it. Okay, I actually don't have it in the meetups. I'm unsure if... Let me just go to meetups, dashboard meetups. What's happening here? Am I not using the... Actually, ironically, I am. Items, meetups, item component, meetup item. I see what the fuck is happening. Okay. I'll just try one thing for fun. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't implement the deletion for this crap on item delete. I see. Okay, so we'll do that. That's the part I need to finalize, right, in this whole thing. But that's awesome. Okay, our own dialog component now properly works. I'm super happy about that. We can actually see that what I forgot doing is, when we click delete, that it also actually closes it. So let's just do that and push this to production, right? So on the lead item, and then here we want to say dialog ref close. I actually don't think it's close modal. I think it's close. So let's see that, right? Go back here. Bam, bam. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Let's push this to production as well. Whew. Yeah. Ah, good song, good song. Craxy on YouTube. Good evening, buddy. And actually, the question though is now, I'm not sure if I'm actually fully done. Is we had this delete modal. I was supposed to fix all the kind of places. Yeah, and I don't think I've done that. No. Hi, I started to learn Firebase 2 days ago, and I learned the basics. But can I tell you the video? I'm sure that there's a bunch of videos on YouTube, right? I can't tell you a specific video because I would just read the default documentation if you need help, right? The default documentation is almost always your best friend. Not always, there are exceptions to this rule, but I'm very sure, considering Firebase is built by Google, I'm quite confident that, yeah. I'm sorry, I need to write code. Can you show you a quick demo of my design? Of course you can show it, man. Beautiful. I'll just open it on a different screen. So nice, cool, beautiful, beautiful. Let's replace it by this. Absolutely. Beautiful, so beautiful. All right, beautiful. I love it. All right, cool, cool. Okay, so okay, beautiful. Give me 1 second. I'll just finalize this, and then we read a lot of these questions and stuff like that. So delete modal. I just need to basically finalize this so I can push it, right? Create ref. Handle show, yeah. Handle close. Beautiful, okay. Handle delete, click, what is this experience? Okay, so let me just go there and do this. Experience, add experience. It's been so long since we actually tested this. Should be an empty array. Yeah, it seems that that schema got should be of type array. So it seems, and also I see that I've kind of messed up my select input, right? So maybe that could be due to an update of, but so yeah, but I'll need to test this, right? Max Dev, that depends what type of project you're doing, right? This stream, everything has been designed and built over a year in this stream, right? So that depends what you're doing. That depends what you want, right? This stream and this product has been built in a real company, right? You have a designer and stuff like that. When it comes to your personal projects, it doesn't really matter. Only thing that matters is that you actually finish something, right? The biggest fundamental problem with the developers of all calibers, if I may, especially the younger ones or less experienced ones, is that they never finish anything. You deep dive, you get into these rabbit holes of process, of planning, of I need to have this Trello or on any Kanban board filled in. But you set yourself up for failure because you set unrealistic expectations towards what you want to do and what you're capable of doing, right? So I would say if you want to build something like this, where you're not constrained by money or time, because I don't care, I do this as a hobby in my free time, right? Then do it however you want. It won't make a difference, right? As long as you're building things, right? If you, of course, have to ship fast and fail fast, that's entirely different concept. Maybe you're inventing real life money, your savings, that's vastly different approach, and nothing that I'm doing here you would do in that reality, right? Ship fast, shit fast, exactly. So I wouldn't, start something, build a consistency, build a continuity, build things. That's all that matters. Everything else is just bullshit, right? Because nobody cares. Nobody cares about anything else. If you don't build it, it's meaningless and useless, right? So that's fundamentally all that matters. Are you building something or not, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. I have my friends here repeating my parroting stuff. I'm sorry for saying the same stuff so many times, but I'm saying it is because it's always true, and it's increasingly true as the time goes by. With the AI, getting better and better at writing code, the only thing that's going to matter in your careers, my career, is that how quickly can you be useful and valuable to your company, right? Everything else is just a childish talk, right? Which is meaningless, right? It has no value at all. Set is the lead model open dialog graph. Article. Use article, okay. It's really easy, to talk about ideas and talk about perfect code and talk about any of that, right? But at the end of the day, you have to wake up and face the reality, right? Like, am I actually capable of building things or am I not? And that's really all fundamentally that matters, right? Can you build things? Are you capable of building products? Are you capable to sell yourself and stuff? Nobody's going to pay you because you can talk cool. Nobody's going to pay you because you think that you're cool. You have some twisted perception of yourself. The main question is this guy actually capable of doing anything or not, right? And that's what everybody's focus should be on. Nobody gives a shit if you're using Vim, if you're using Notepad or anything like that. Nobody cares about these things except you. So don't forget this. Nobody cares about any of these things. Oh, he's using green Vim terminal. He's so cool. Sorry, buddy. Nobody cares. Nobody cares except you. Your CTO won't care. A guy on the interview that you have to pass won't care. The only person that cares about these details is you. And nobody else. Nobody. So understanding this is fundamental to your progress, right? Do you appearing cool and being cool are two different things, right? No, not at all. It's a nice. We have a. I'm coding and we're having a nice discussion. It's just somebody asked about. Not really. I mean, nobody's going to care which text editor you're using. For example, that's the most useless and irrelevant thing ever, right? There are people that I know who are still using Visual Studio and old Visual Studio and like, so these types of things are not even worth the discussion, right? It's absolutely meaningless, right? So tools that you're using, how you perceive yourself, it's irrelevant, right? It's absolutely useless, right? I misspelled that. Who cares? Yeah. So no matter what your question is, and I have a good video in relation to side projects. I think if you're wondering about these types of things, I highly advise you. Let me actually go to YouTube. I think I have a very good video about that. Your channel videos, I guess. At one point, I recorded a video. Oh my fucking god! What did I click on? Why is there so many videos? Yeah, here's the video. I literally don't remember what I said in here, but I think it was a good video. So take a look at it. That's my take on it, right? No, I'm not gonna watch myself on the stream. That would be a next level. Isn't how the whole internet works today? You react on a reaction of a reaction. It's kind of getting ridiculous, right? Ah, I love this comment. Beautiful. I refuse to use components of programming network that uses forward ref. Bastard. Alright, cool. So that's good. That's great. Noster, so we're gonna do that in one of the following streams, right? What did I want to do? Yeah. So, no. Okay. So this view is gonna require some love. You like my accent. Thank you. I know. It's absolutely gorgeous accent. It's when I hear my own accent, I get excited. Literally now, as I'm talking, I'm getting kind of accentinated. I even have a term for that. I call it "I'm so accentinated." It's great. If you're gonna like this stream, yes, absolutely. If you're gonna come and watch me again, absolutely, I'm a Greek. Fuck. Wait. What is it called? Arithmos. Arithmos. I know that in Greek. It means a number. Arithmos. I know another one. I know. I don't actually know. Okay. Alrighty. Merhaba is not Greek. That's Turkish, man. You have no idea, Leo. Alright, fellas. So we have a lot of kind of features for this thing coming up, but so we'll need to improve. Okay, so somebody. Okay, yeah, exactly. So we need to. You need. If that's gonna make you happy, I'm definitely Turkish. Yeah. I'm whatever nationality you want me to be, man. Because I never understood that question in the first place. So I'm just going to say yes, absolutely. Agree. If you want me to be Turkish, 100% I'm Turkish. You can call me Merhaba. Mr. Merhaba. 100%. You can call me like that. Hi, Mr. Merhaba. How are you doing? Who the fuck cares, man, what I am? Like, why does it matter, right? Yeah, I'm Russian. There we go. Absolutely. 100%. 100% Russian. Right now. At this moment. Привет. There we go. I'll be whatever you want me to be, buddy. Just say it. I want to make jokes as well, man. That's why I'm saying this. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm on the same page, man. That's why I'm saying this. I'm on the same page with you, man. Okay, let's fix this crap. Salam alaikum. Let's fix it. Alrighty. Alright, what the fuck happened with this? Oh man, there's what is this movie, man, with what is this movie with there's like a scene somewhere in Texas, right? There's like a scene somewhere in Texas where this guy is being like super racist. And this guy takes a gun from them and he's like, Salam alaikum. Fuck, what was the movie? Dude, what the fuck? It's on Netflix, man. Shit, wait, let me find it. That scene, man, was amazing. That scene was amazing, bro. Wait a minute. How can I see crap that I already watched? Fuck my life. It's nothing here, man. How can I see, like, is there a way to see that here? Dude, no, it's this bodybuilder actor, man. This bodybuilder, Mark someone, and the other guy, man. I don't know actor names much, man. What? Oh, man, so much trash on this Netflix, man. Is there anything really good here? Jesus Christ, man. Who the fuck scrolls? I mean, who implements the scroll? Dude. Yeah, there's the... Yeah, Mark... Well, yeah, exactly. Movies. Shit, man. What was the name, man? Jesus Christ, dude. Come on. I want to show you that scene. The scene was beautiful. No, it's not American History, man. What the fuck is that, man? Is this the old movies that he... Where's the freaking movie? Oh, here it is. Two Guns, man. No, it's not Two Guns. What the fuck am I talking about? No, it's not Two Guns. I'm sorry. I'll find it in a second. Give me a moment. He's like a soldier. He's like a soldier in a movie, and he meets the other guy who is... Fuck, man. Why I cannot... Wait. It is 21 Guns. It is, man. No, it is Two Guns. Here it is. Denzel Washington is a Muslim. Here it is. Wait, shut the fuck up. How do I pause the music? Where is the music? Wait. Where is the music? I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it, man. Can you hear it? No, I don't think you can hear it. No. Fuck it. There you go. Just watch it yourself. But these two guys are like super mega racist, right? And then, he steals the guns from them and he said, yeah, just watch it. Fuck it. But I remember that scene. That was beautiful. Let's play Black Sabbath, Children of the Sea. I used to play this song in my band when I was a lot younger. Oh man, what a song. Jesus Christ. What a song, man. So good. Unbelievable. In a misty morning, on the edge of time. Alright, so let's fix this. Let me shut up a little bit. Talking like a asshole. Alright, alright, so let's fix this one very quickly, because something has went wrong big time. I see what happened. It's a regression. All good, fellas. All good. Shit. I know what happened, because, yeah, fuck. All good. I think I know how to fix it. Let's try. No, fuck, no. Ooh, that's not gonna work, I think. Wait. Almost, but no. Salam alaikum. What a great scene. Like, beautiful. Fucking assholes, man. So this is getting the RGB color now, right? That is the problem. That is the problem, right? What the fuck are you doing, man? Oh, it's actually not getting anything now because of this crap, man. What? Are you kidding me, bro? No, actually, why would you be kidding me? Of course you're not kidding me, man. No. Sorry, I'm just talking a little bit to myself here. Shit. Yeah, man, the guy from The Wire. If you guys haven't watched the series called The Wire, it's one of the best series ever. Please make sure to watch it. It's like, I was so sad when the series finished, man. Absolutely amazing series, man. We rush through nevermore. Throw away the key and lock the door, yeah. Oh, they say that it's... Man, what a song, man. I used to sing this in a Jesus Christ. Okay, here it is. So this is the problem, man. Fuck. Right? Let me just try one thing. Yeah, right? That's the problem, right? I don't know if you see it on my screen. Yeah, this is the problem. I was kind of doing so. We were missing the RGB function. And then, okay, so fuck, bear with me. I think I know. Crap. Yeah, but will that work? Because, yeah, no, shit. How do we fix this now? I don't know how to fix it now. I don't know how to fix it. No. You know what's the problem? The problem right now is that this is kind of missing the RGB function, right? Where is it? Wait. Here, right? But it's not sufficient to just wrap it in RGB because then we're missing commas, right? Actually, no. What? Oh, actually it works. Okay, that's not that terrible then. Okay, so fundamentally that's what we... Yeah, no, all good. False alarm, all good. I think it's a false alarm. Yeah, I think it's a false alarm, yeah. I made some changes yesterday and I didn't actually even realize this thing could happen because I forgot about... This is the only component we're not actually using Tailwind CSS, right? Ah, come on, man. Yo, it doesn't work still. Or should we have actually... Wait, give me a second. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. I mean, I know in my head, I don't want to bore you with these details, but basically, yeah, I will actually bore you with these details. Bear with me. I think we made a mistake for not doing this instead, right? Yeah, fuck yes. There we go. Oh, what a song, man. The Evil That Men Do. Iron Maiden. It's the album Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. One of the best albums in metal history of music. If you love metal, you must buy this album right now. It's called Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. When I went to the Iron Maiden last time, I almost died in this concert, man. It's been here in Copenhagen Arena. Because you want to show some appreciation to the band. Cheap bastard. That's why. Fucking new generation. Why would I have to spend money on anything when I can get it for free? Fucking bastard. No, I mean, I didn't need a debugger, especially not for this, because I instantly saw what it was, right? So, I mean, debugging this CSS issue would not help us, right? It's a valid statement or a question for sure. I'm with you, right? Actually, we need to run tests. Did I? Yeah, I do, but I also have these albums in as records, Leo. I'm just kidding. Of course, you don't have to buy it. I have these albums for many years, right? I didn't buy them like yesterday. But I'm with you. I'm with you. Let me just make sure that all the tests are still passing. 114 passed. Okay. The evil that men do lives on and on. The evil that men do. Let's just deploy this very quickly. Yeah, I mean, all of this stuff is fully tested, for sure. You for sure did. All of this stuff is fully tested. Oh, my bad, sorry. The evil that men do. Living on the racist age, yeah. I mean, look, to my defense, right, especially today, it's so fast to write them. I mean, look, let me just be clear. If you are not writing unit tests now with the AI, you're failing big time. Whoever you are watching me code right now, because unit tests are free. So today, unit tests are free. You can literally generate them in 5 seconds, right? And then change them a little bit, see if there's other cases that you want to unit test. But if you're not using testing, if you're not testing, at the very least, unit tests, end-to-end tests, and etc., these are more complicated things, right? And I kind of get it. I don't write all the end-to-end tests myself, but unit testing, you can literally take your code, paste it to ChatGPT, tell it which library you're using for testing, which assertion library, which spying library, whatever. It's such a low effort that there's no excuse anymore, because developers found excuses to not test things for decades, right? And I get it. I was one of them as well. But today, there's no excuse to do that ever again. Ever. I mean, to be honest, like, the dopamine levels when you run this and you see all of these green things, if nothing else motivates you, just doing this should motivate you, right? It's like just, the adrenaline rush, right? It's like, green, green, green. Daddy Biffles, thank you very much, man. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the sub. Of course, Leo, I mean, don't take me wrong. I mean, nothing is ever absolute, right? So I use, yeah, I use Vitas for Fastify, yes. I think I agree with you, Leo. So nothing is absolute. I'm not saying write tests for everything at every given time. Sometimes, when you start up a project, you're still in a phase of discovery, phase of prototyping, right? So of course not. Of course in fact, I would discourage you to write tests at this point in time, right? But once the things are stabilized a little bit, once you have some sort of a core library, right? Once you kind of feel, okay, this is it, right? This is what I'm going to use. I think let's just install, we just published this thing. So let me just install it. Where is this project? We need to install the new library in our front end and then deploy the project again. Where is the front end? Why do I... What the fuck? Okay. But I'm with you, Leo, for sure, man. Absolutely. Once things are a little bit more stable, you feel confident, all right, this is it, right? Then you gotta... Pretty much, Leo. Pretty much. Again, be very careful not to, as I said so many times, be very careful what to take and what not to take from this product, right? Because keep in mind, Programmer Network is an exception with some of these rules, because I am the creator of every single thing from front-end, back-end, infrastructure, design, UX, and everything, right? So I have to make compromises because this whole platform is made in this stream. I barely spent any meaningful hours off the stream, so I have an excuse that these compromises are made, right? Sometimes, right? Because if I would do everything by the book, I would never finish anything, right? It's just impossible. So you have to make compromises, right? And as I always say, you're gonna have to make decisions. Some are gonna be good, some are gonna be bad, but you have to keep making them constantly. That means making progress, right? Constantly, right? But for sure, man. As long as you're making progress and building something, that's all that matters, as always. You know what song I want to play? Let's play War Pigs. That song, for some reason, popped in my mind. Fucking. This is Dio. This is the legend of metal. This guy that you're hearing now is a legend of metal. Absolute legend of metal. Replaced by Ozzy Osbourne eventually at one point, but War Pigs. It does indeed. It does indeed. Where's the War Pigs? I don't want to lie. I don't want the live version, man. What? I don't want the live version. What? Really? All right, let's go Iron Man. Iron Man, whatever, right? Let's do it. No, let's go Snowblind. All right, is our Cloudflare actually deploying? Give me 2 seconds. Cloudflare pages. Let's take a look at it. This is about to fix that input regression. Okay, so it was deployed to CDN as well. So somebody reported that little issue. Let's go to settings. Yeah, it's fixed now. Ah, so beautiful. Wait. Yeah, seems a little bit weird. Okay. My eyes are blind, but I can see. All right, cool. So that's great. That's awesome. This is Midjourney. Some images I generated. Awesome. That's great. That's becoming more stable more and more. All right, that's still a task. Meetups, yeah, there's a bunch of this stuff I have to, I wish it's I have to fix. And then iOS app, we're gonna actually move that to backlog because we're gonna deploy that Android app again. Hopefully, the progressive web app though. It is we. It is we, exactly. Thank you. Experience tab. So yeah, so you can see. So basically, what I'm doing past 2 months when I have the time to stream is it's basically this tech debt or how you want to call it time, right? So we need to stabilize and make sure that all of these things are amazing, and then you know, move on to building new things, right? Oh fuck. Wow, what happened here? That's super weird. Give me 1 second, I found something. I think I found a little bug here. So it seems that this... Oh, wait a minute, I think I found a little bug. Or maybe another regression. I think I had a function long ago I wrote. It's called getDisplayName, right? Yeah. Let me just show you what I've noticed, right? So if I go to the articles here, I've noticed that there's no author here, right? So if we go actually into this article and take a look who the author is, let's see, let's try to identify what the fuck happened here. So username is here, first name is not here, about is not here, last name is not here. So there is an actual username, right? So let's see the logic. If there's first name and last name, return full name. If there's first name, return first name, otherwise return username, right? These are some tests, author card. Okay, so where the hell is this? So weird, man. How is this? Let's inspect this thing. So the author is actually here, but it's not shown in here. What? Oh, this is it. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, no, it's fine, man. It's fine. So I think, yeah, I get it. I get it. So it's good. It's just something I didn't cover, right? Okay. So get display. All right, great. I mean, technically, I can just give it an author, and then it should actually destructure that in there, right? So if there's no arguments, if it's not an object or length, okay, great. Okay, good. Let's fix that, right? This should fix it, right? Okay, I just haven't seen that before. Because this user doesn't have a first name and last name, which means nothing has appeared there, right? So that's a little bit shitty. But we can improve this globally somewhere, but yeah. Wait, what is it containing? All right, cool. So I think that fixes it, right? Yeah, that fixes it for sure. Okay, let's push that. Tiny little things, but yeah, that's how it is. Can somebody tell me how long have I been streaming so far? Where the fuck can I read that? Can I read that somewhere in OBS? How do I not know these basic things and I've been streaming for like a year? Twitch stats. 3 hours. Where can I read that crap, man? Uptime. Is there a command called uptime? No, but is there like stats, stream information maybe? No? The fuck? It's supposed to work. Okay, I don't actually know. You know that I don't know these fancy Twitch things. Yeah, exactly. Okay, fuck it. It doesn't really matter. It's not changing much. It's just, yeah. We're not fancy stream indeed. Definitely not. a few seconds ago. Okay, so if I go back here, is this name going to be shown? Yeah, here it is. So Andy, yeah, so it's shown now, Andy, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, you know what, folks? Because I don't want to waste your time now, let's see if anybody has any questions that I can answer, because I had enough. I think I had a lot of fun. We got some new people to the stream. We're kind of getting back to the numbers of the stream we had before, so that makes me happy. It makes me come back to stream again. So if there's anybody that I can help with anything, please ask your questions now. I'm very happy to do so. Otherwise, you know, we'll just round up now. Enough of JavaScript today. Exactly, gotta go to work tomorrow. Actually, I can tell you one thing, that the stream now is perfect thing in my life. You know why? Because as a tech lead at work, right, I'm mostly now dealing with writing documentation, writing proposal documentation, helping people and stuff like that, right? So, but I'm not coding so much at work anymore. And now, you know, I can code whatever hell I want in this stream. So that is pretty awesome. It kind of compensates a little bit. Maybe sometimes I would want to code more, but I'm in a meetings or, you know, helping my team or whatever. So this is kind of awesome now that any advice, tips on writing unit tests? I think, yeah, absolutely. I think in order to write testable code, right? Or to say in order to write tests, you need to write testable code. And if we make few steps back, right? That means that you need to focus on the basic principles of programming, right? And the most important principle of programming is writing pure functions whenever possible, right? So if you focus on writing pure components, pure functions, pure whatever you name it, unit tests are going to become incredibly easy. Second of all, this is a matter of conceptualizing the system that you're building. So for example, one thing that makes me write, I think, very beautiful systems. This kind of feels shitty. I hate praising myself. But I think for me, when I build, whatever I build, I think about it as a system, right? So it's almost like saying thinking through systems. So if you manage to put yourself in a place where as you're building things, you're thinking about how is this whole thing a system? Not like, oh, I'm building these two functions now, they're going to coexist with each other. If you manage to make yourself think that way, then you're going to write functions automatically that are composable, that you can query, that you can write some of the functional programming. You don't actually have to write functional code at all. You can still use the for loops and stuff like that. And then, you know, you can write tests. Because more coupled your code is, less pure your functions are, less inclined you're going to be to write tests, because you're going to start writing tests which are going to be testing non-related things. You know, you have a function that does 15 different things, right? So this is probably the most important lesson that you can have in programming, is try to get obsessed by pure functions, right? Try to write functions that do only one thing, and then you're going to invite yourself to test, right? Because testing is going to be so easy, right? It's going to be a piece of cake, right? Or vice versa, you're going to get sick in your stomach if somebody asks you to test something, because and now, of course, as of unit testing, I mean, unit testing is very easy. Like, doesn't matter which assertion library you're using or whatever, that's always the same. I have some function that I call, and I expect the output of this function to be this, or I expect this function to throw an error. And when I'm talking about the functions, keep in mind, I'm talking about the actual JavaScript, let's say functions in this context, or any other functions, and components, because web components are just functions fundamentally, not real web components, not like Polymer or, you know, components with Shadow DOM. I mean, React components are functions, etc., right? Recommend a streamer to follow. I genuinely don't know anybody, any streamers. I don't watch Twitch much, not because I don't like it, it's because I don't have the time. The only streamer that I'm following is the DevDad. That's the only guy that I'm following, because I like the guy. He's a very kind guy. Actually, two of them I'm following. So this is the guy that I'm following. Actually, I'll just send you his nickname. So this is the guy that I'm following, and this is the guy that I'm following. This is Matteo Collina. Matteo Collina is the second one. He's the creator of Fastify and Pinologger, and he's a legend. He's a legend in Node.js community. Unfortunately, you know, the amount of viewers that you have on Twitch has no correlation to how good you are. Twitch is really a platform for younger people, for people who come here to troll and to talk crap. So Matteo Collina is a legend. He usually has 20-30 people watching him when he streams. Don't get discouraged by that. He's absolutely amazing, right? So I would definitely follow him, right? He created Pino, Fastify. He's a member of Node.js committee. He's contributing to Node.js. So he's incredibly good, right? Incredibly good. It really depends, right? Like, I'm always happy to answer anyone's questions, but I'm not happy to do that while I'm coding, because the stream then becomes the stream then becomes a joke, right? Because fundamentally, I get that people come to streams to get help, but you need to put a little bit of effort as well in order to get help. If I was just answering questions every stream, right, then I would do nothing else. Just do that, right? Yeah, Matteo is great. You know, like somebody on YouTube says, like Roberto said, you know, his stuff has 20 billion downloads every year, right? 20 billion. So the libraries that he wrote he's very good, right? So that's yeah. But as I always say, come to any streams, to my stream, to any other stream to get inspired, right? But don't forget to write code yourself, because watching others code can inspire you, can make you learn something new, and etc., etc. But you have to write the code. You have to build things. There's no other lesson that you need in programming other than you just have to build things, right? And you have to start somewhere. You're going to build some simple things, then you're going to build more complicated things, right? But you have to build them. They will not build themselves, right? Was there any other question that I can help somebody? When is the TED Talk? That would be awesome. I would genuinely do that easily. Yeah, that's what it is. The project you're working on. Roberto, I saw that you removed some message. I'm sorry, man, if you're still on YouTube. I haven't seen it. So yeah, I don't know if you're still there or not. Any other questions, friends? Anything else? And don't feel, stressed about. And there's no stupid questions. Every question is a valid question, right? Do you think that the software development industry will eventually become standardized? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think, as I always say in this stream, the only thing that's going to happen to this industry, right, is that the only thing that's going to happen to this industry is programming skills, like writing code directly, is going to have diminishing returns, right? So I think as the AI so programming is always going to be there. It's just the way that we're going to interface and write these programs are going to look different. Maybe in a decade or two, right? So I think that sooner that everybody realizes this and focus on actually building products rather than building code and being obsessed by the product and by customer satisfaction rather than writing code, the better, right? So I think fundamentally, if you think that what you're doing is cool because you're writing code, it's not. Nobody really cares about the code. As I said a couple of minutes ago, the code, customer cares as much about the code as customer cares about concrete and sand and hammers and drills when a building is being made, right? So sooner you try to integrate yourself in your company and become valuable in a sense of critical thinking, problem-solving skills, not in the programming context, but rather the feature context, the better, right? So try to turn yourself into a product developer, not a software developer or software engineer. So be a product engineer, right? And if you're in doubt about this, ask yourself, who would you want to have if you had your own digital company? Would you want to have a person that gets the job done and finds the balance between the quality of the code and the quality of the output, or somebody who just gets a sweaty nerd, a little sweaty nerd, who thinks that code has some significance, right? So code is, of course, important to a certain degree, to a certain quality, but there you start, at one point in time, you have to provide value, right? So I would say that, the programming is not going to get standardized. It cannot be, because you have different languages solving different problems. So when people come to this stream, they talk about Rust and this and that, but all of these languages have a specific domain application, right? So nobody is going to write a UI in Rust or build an API in Rust. Rust, like C, like assembly even, right, is used it solves different problems. So that's why standardizing programming is hard, because you have different languages with different performance characteristics solve different problems. So what we solve in the browser, we don't use JavaScript to write CPU drivers, nor we use C programming language to write CSS, right? So it's very difficult to standardize programming, because there are so many different. It's like saying, can we standardize a medicine? Can a heart surgeon become a kidney surgeon, right? Well, probably not. So there are different problems. Same with databases. We cannot standardize databases, because different databases solve different problems. Some are relational, some are not. Some are based on graphs, some are not, right? Etc. etc. That's how it works. Yeah. Let me just open this thing here. I think sooner you get obsessed by building something that people want to use. Like if you read Adi Osmani, I think Leo here, he often reads Adi Osmani. Adi Osmani is one of the you must have heard about Adi Osmani. He's a great engineer at Google, and he speaks a lot about what I'm speaking now. I mean, for example, when you hear these concepts, 10x engineer, 5x engineer, I've explained this, has nothing to do with your coding skills. It has to do everything with how valuable you are, how well you integrate yourself in your company to be a person that people can go to. So it's a mixture of engineering skills. It's a huge mix of domain level skills. So how well do you understand the product? How well do you understand the market for your product, like what your product is solving, etc., right? So fundamentally, like, all of these things is what makes you a software engineer. Of course, when you're younger, when you're less experienced, you feel on top of the world. You're writing some code and, oh my God, my code is amazing. But at the end of the day, as you progress in your career to a senior position, tech lead, team lead, CTO, this is less and less relevant, and more you realize that the balance of these skills is what makes you truly great, right? So if you're early in your career, try to get obsessed by the outcome of your work rather than the work itself. Because if you do something that has no impact on the actual product, you can write perfect code that serves nobody. That code is useless, right? You can sit you write some Rust, look at my Rust goes, exactly, yeah. So even no matter what you do, it's better to write completely inefficient code that sells and makes money than write some perfect bullshit that nobody ever sees, right? So that whole point of building things is for people to use them, right? So that's kind of how it is. How fast is the software industry growing, and how well, I mean, I don't think that AI is going to kill our jobs yet, right? I mean, at one point in time, again, think about it this way, and this is not an opinion, just think about it clearly, and you will without a doubt agree with me. So think about this. In 2000 and approximately, at least roughly 15 or 14, I was already capable of writing, no, actually, sorry, in 2000, maybe, when was it, 5 or 6, I was already writing code as a kid. I'm 35 now, so right? And I already knew how to write some code, right? But even back then, right, code was slowly getting more high level, right? So think about it this way. In 2000s approximately, we wrote a lot of PHP, a lot of C++, PHP and C++, and even Pascal, COBOL, and all of these languages. And just don't listen to me. Just turn your brain and think about it, how the code evolved. Code went all the way from assembly to C, from C to, I don't know, C++ a little bit, even though not to conflate these two. Then Java, C#, but you can slowly see the movement from low-level code to higher abstractions. Now we have JavaScript. We have a lot of these things which are very high abstraction. I think what's going to happen with AI is that eventually the AI we're going to interface with human language, with natural language. So you're going to have developers still existing, kind of fixing the hallucinations of the AI to some degree. But my personal opinion that in a couple of maybe decade or two, you're going to open your AI agent and you're going to interface with it in natural language. And it's going to generate some code. It's still going to generate some code. Some code still will have to exist. Of course, keep in mind, we're still far from that because, trust me, when I tell you this, I support clients almost every day at my work. Most of the clients, even billion-dollar companies, barely have functional websites, let alone automating everything to use AI. So don't fear it yet, because you have to understand that we developers, we're on top of the iceberg. We're a small percentage of people who is using this AI, and we think that but for sure, at one point in time, you're gonna interface and write code in natural language. You're gonna open up some crap, and then you're gonna say, "Hey, build me this, build me that." Are we close to that? Of course not. But for sure, that's gonna happen in time, right? And why am I saying that? Why am I saying for sure? Like, what the fuck? How can you be sure? Well, you can be sure if you look at the data from even 2000s, right? Again, or if you go before. We went all the way from assembly, writing some, pretty scary stuff, now to JavaScripts of the world and website builders and stuff, right? Exactly. So that's Yuki Duki. Good evening, buddy. Yeah, I mean, centering a div before we had Flex was painful, man. It was like one of the most commonly asked questions on Google. How do I center the div horizontally and vertically? It was like an internet enigma forever. So I think I don't think that there's still a time to get scared about AI, but for sure at one point in time, just like we automated a lot of jobs, it's not that we're gonna kill programming. Programming is always gonna exist in some shape or form, because what is really programming? Programming is giving instructions to, I mean, even talking to each other, we are kind of, programming in each other. So when you speak to a person, you're kind of programming in each other in some way. So this is no different with the machine. Like we're just giving instructions to the machine. And at one point, the machine is going to be able to, take our instructions in natural language and then produce some. I mean, you can already do that, right? If you go to ChatGPT now and tell it, hey, I want to get users from my Postgres database and then also all the posts that users have, ChatGPT is going to produce, it's going to take your natural language and it's going to produce you the query, right? So this is not to say this is going to happen in the future. It's happening already. It's just I think this is going to happen to a lot higher degree, right? It's going to be some shape or form, right? Because people should never be worried about losing jobs, because it's not that we're going to replace ourselves. We're going to change our jobs to be something different, right? And it will take a very long time, right? Yeah. So that is my take on that. But, as I always say in this stream, if you're sitting home and expecting the world to spin around you, you should be worried. If you're as any smart individual, if you're, trying to become a better version of yourself every day, as I always say, compare yourself only to how you were a day before. If you follow the trends, if you advance, if you learn new things continuously, I hope you are, then you have nothing to worry about. If you, like our parents or their generations, if you spend time sitting home and crying about the world not being how you want it, then you should be scared. So I think, so just stay on top of things and enjoy them and enjoy the process of change. That's the beauty of life, right? The beauty of life is that we seek new knowledge all the time. So, instead of being a little bitch who sits home and complains about everything, just be the person who is actionable, right? Dark Diamond, go ahead, my friend. As I always say, you have two choices. You can be reactive or proactive. If you are, if you decide to be reactive to everything that happens in the world, then you're not gonna do well. If you decide to be proactive and proactively help, proactively seek for change, not bitch about things, but provide solutions, provide suggestions, and back them up. Put your money where your mouth is. You're gonna be great in life. If you just complain about things with no action, no nothing, then should I learn Java or C#? It's a hard question, man. Both of these languages are still very popular and very great. C# is something that I would personally choose based on my own likings. I think C# is a beautiful language, but that doesn't mean that you should listen to my opinion. I mean, depending, I would say, look, before you hear anyone's opinion, I would say demographics are very important. In some regions in the world, for example, in India, in Pakistan, in some of these regions, Java is very popular. In some other regions, like for example in Sweden, C# is very popular. In Denmark, C# is very popular. So I would rather say, first make sure to see the job market in the area where you live, and then make such decision, right? Should I learn Lisp? No. I think product. I mean, for example, I'm reading this book now. It's called Product-Led Onboarding because I'm personally obsessed by product. I think I can suggest on Discord some books, but any books that talk about building. So, for example, I can suggest you two books by one legend in Silicon Valley. These books are called Inspired by Marty Kagan. I'm gonna send you the link now. So this is a great book. This is like a Quran or Bible or whatever the book of your liking is of product development. Then we have the Lean Startup. So you have Inspired by Marty Kagan, the Lean Startup. I think that's good for now. And then Stoic.im. This is also the book that I have. If you want, I can bring it here now. But that's the some Stoic philosophy. So some ancient Stoic philosophy is really good. Basically, the whole Stoic philosophy is about you focusing on the things that you can, in fact, do and control in your life. Simply put, it's about bettering yourself every day, comparing yourself to yourself every day, not wasting time on a global or any other issues that you have no control over unless you put yourself in position of power. And yeah, I mean, building empathy, building social skills requires, of course, working with other people. Unfortunately, today, community thinks that working from home is healthy for them. I disagree with that. I think there's nothing more healthy in life than being with other people and building great things together and having a beer, having a chat, having lunch together. So there's various of these things that I can talk about for hours, right? Based on my own perception of things. But read any product-based books. And the one that I'm reading now, the book that I'm reading now, it's called Product-Led Onboarding. This is and I'm reading this book currently. What are your thoughts on JavaScript, and would you use something other than type JavaScript? I think I love JavaScript. I've been writing JavaScript for 20 years, literally, maybe even more. It's the language that I started loving when I was a kid. I think it's a beautiful language for the problem that it's supposed to solve. If one day we can run something else in the browser other than JavaScript, maybe we're going to use it, right? But JavaScript is both beautiful and a terrible language, depending who writes it. It's a very complicated language because you can do so many things in so many different ways, which, for example, if you compare it to Golang, you can't, right? So JavaScript as a language is nice. The community is a little bit convoluted. It's a little bit complex. So if you can get your way around, this and kind of learn it, then JavaScript is a beautiful language. Yes. So again, it can be both beautiful and very terrible depending on who writes it. Need some low-cost, popular VPS hosting. Programmer Network is hosted on Hetzner. If you go to the description on of my Twitch channel, if you go here and you take a look at the about, give me a second. No, yeah, actually, if you go here and there's what is it called? This refer link in the bottom of my Twitch. A lot of people have went for Hetzner. My Programmer Network is hosted on Hetzner, and Hetzner is I've been using Hetzner since I was very, very young. Yeah, I don't know. I literally use Hetzner. I don't even know if AWS existed or GCP. Please, I just have to say, if you're going to go with Hetzner, please click on a referral link in my Twitch. It's going to cost you nothing. You're going to get some credits if you subscribe, and I'm going to get some credits. So if you're planning to do it, please go to this link that I have in a Twitch channel, because again, you win and I win. Or actually, this platform wins because, again, all of this thing that we kind of make on this stream is really just going to the platform, right? So yeah, so if you need Hetzner, this is my referral link, basically. Tarek Diamond, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Hetzner is great. What is the most common pitfall new developers should try to avoid career-wise? It's a good question. I mean, no matter what you do, right, you have to obviously fail, right? I hope that you will find an organization or a company where you're gonna be given a chance to fail, because you have to fail. The most lessons that you will ever learn in your career, especially early on, is when you fail. So when you fail to accomplish something, when your code doesn't a microphone is give me a second. Sure, MV7. So I hope again that you will accept the failure as the process of learning, right? And my pleasure. And of course, don't neglect the importance of soft skills, because again, when you start in your programming career, your programming skills, your hard skills, they have a high value, because you as a junior developer, you have to prove yourself that you're in fact capable of working. But as you climb up the ladder, as you become better at coding, the soft skills take over. Okay, how is daddy to work with? Is he an asshole? Is he a piece of shit? Or is he an amazing person that everybody wants to work with, right? So, it's very easy when you're early in your career to get obsessed by code. But don't neglect the importance of empathy, importance of being a person that like when you come to the Programmer Network Discord, the only rule that I have, treat others in the way that you would want to be treated, right? If you try to lead yourself, I fail with purpose. There you go, right? I think, again, if you're ever in doubt of anything you do in life, just remember the quote, be the person that you would like others to be, or treat others in the way that you would like others to treat you. And this clarifies things. Whenever you feel you're off the path, say this, right? Struggling with soft skills at the moment. The tech stuff is essentially relevant at this point. Exactly, right? I mean, I'm a tech lead at my company, right? I talk to CS, customer support, sales, clients every day almost. I help my team with technical things, right? And my technical skills, while they're super important still, because I have to make some decisions, where do we go, what do we pick, and blah, blah, blah. The ability to listen to people, to express myself in a childish way so people can understand it is fundamental at my part of the career. So as I climb, probably maybe at next company, I'm going to apply as a CTO or whatever. At these moments, knowing how to talk to clients, how to talk to your engineers, then how to glue both together, how to glue your CTO, your CEO, your CFO, your CMO, whatever. So yeah, as you move on in your career, I mean, it's never too early to start trying to better yourself to be a better person, right? So tomorrow I have a... Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, no, Leo, I'm saying it probably in the next company, if it's not my own, I would probably apply it. You know, I want to, of course, be a CTO in one of the next companies, no question about it. Hello, Alex. Tomorrow I have a technical interview for PM role in a tech company. Any advices? I mean, just ask a lot of questions. You know, Steen, my PM, in my team, I have a PM, right? Basically, the teams at Dream Data every team has a PM, a designer, and several developers. So in my team, there's 3 developers, designer, and a PM. So we consist of 5, and that works really well. If I was a PM, sorry, I know it's such a lame response. Oh, just ask questions. But I would say, be genuinely interested in the product, right? I mean, your job as a PM obviously is, obsession with the product. You need to live the product. The best PMs that I worked in my career, they were obsessed by product, right? They think about it. They try to figure out things. So, try to genuinely ask questions, as many of them. Being able to articulate development brain into real language is important. Absolutely. I mean, that's so when you become a manager of that kind, that's your job, right? Your job is to take the input from a stupid client, if I may say it as a joke, a client that doesn't even know what they want. You have to tell them what they want. Then you have to take that, and then you have to translate it to different personas, to your developers, to your CEO, or whatever, right? So, programmers. All right, thank you. But this is, I'm just sharing things literally from my experience. On top, you can see that I'm just trying to kind of get it out. But fundamentally, that's just how it is. So I think I'll have to round up now. But I can just say, look, for me, if I'm to summarize my whole experience so far, I would say, seriously, most genuinely, as always, focus on yourself, focus on your own path, try to better yourself every day. Don't complain like a little bitch. Especially don't complain if you don't have a solution to something. So everybody can complain. That's in human nature, is to bitch about things. But try to be a person who proposes solutions and implements them, instead of being a person who just complains. Because complaints solve nothing, right? Shitting on languages, on technology, on how terrible the code in your organization is, solves nothing. If you see bad code in your organization, well, try to make it better instead, right? Try to do something reasonable. So fundamentally, right? Become main characters, exactly. So no, it's genuinely, right? I mean, again, I've seen so many things. I see that in this Twitch community a lot. Every time in my life, I clicked maybe 5 times on some other streamers, and I just feel shitting. Every time I click on somebody, they're shitting on something. It's incredible. I don't know where is this cancerous behavior coming from. It seems that if you want to be popular on this platform, you just have to shit on things. More you crap on something, more people watch that, right? So it's kind of, don't be that person, right? Be proactive, not reactive. Focus on making things better, and trust me, man. Ask yourself, it's so logical. What type of persona would you like in your own company? Would you like some little asshole who complains all the time, or somebody who's actually actionable? Like, okay, I know that this sucks, but my job is to fix it. I was hired because if this code didn't suck, I wouldn't have a job. Because why the fuck would anybody give me a job if everything was perfect all the time? So once you, it's a matter of approach, and it's a matter of mentality, right? So you can either be a little asshole, or you can understand these things and just try to make things better. Sometimes you will fail, sometimes you will not fail, right? Sometimes you will succeed, but you will always have the same goal. How can I actually help? So try to go to work next day and say, how can I be of help, right? Instead of... Let me actually tell you a joke, Daddy. What I tell to my team every time, whenever we are reading anyone's code, I always tell them, look guys, let me give you an advice. Before you shit on someone's code, read the git blame or whatever, and make sure it's not the one, that you are not the one who wrote it. When you realize it says written by someone else, then you can start shitting on it. But always be careful not to shit on your own code. And we always laugh when I say that, because it's kind of true. So sometimes like, what the fuck, who the fuck wrote this code? And then you're like, oh, it's me, shit, you know. So that's a lesson number one. Before you crap on someone's code, make sure it's not you who wrote it. Yeah. Trust me, always read that the most important text that you have to read in your text editor is like written by X, Y, days or months ago. That is the right. Yeah, I actually have a video. I recorded a video on code reviews. I kind of, that's a little bit sad. Yeah, I think I have a video on that. If you care to of course, I'll share it, and then up to you. This is not a shameless, this is not a shameless way to advertise it, but I think some of these things I have, and I feel I literally recorded some of these videos, so I don't have. But if you guys, I have a video on code reviews. That's shameless plug in his own stream. Exactly. No, I hate advertising, man. Like people have my YouTube, people have my Twitch. If they want to watch it, they can. If they don't, I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, it's some genuine information that I share. I think it can be useful to people. So yeah, if you have 8 minutes, that's my take on code reviews. And I think code reviews don't have to be a burden. They can be a great experience, but it really boils down to the organization. Guys, I gotta go. Thank you very much. It's been so fun. So many of you tonight here. I appreciate that very much. Daddy and the rest of you, especially I haven't seen your names before. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the subscriptions and whatever these things are called. And I wish you guys best. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Peace out and have a good one. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye. You too, Leo.